Okay, so that is... Yep, sorry. Hitting wrong buttons at the wrong time. So that is us getting to session number... I've got it on there somewhere. One of those days I lose track of everything. Okay.
I think it was 68, I think.
It seemed... Oh no, it's 82. Session number 82. So Mark's out by about 14 sessions there.
Oh, myself, the next one will be really good. Okay.
You've missed a couple sessions, Mark.
It is game year AC 4710, the first month of the year and the 26th day of the year, and Dooza has 113 days left to live. So, with that in mind, we shall pick up with who we have tonight. So, online tonight we have Jeremy.
Good evening, all. I'm playing Cordar, the half-human, still trying to recover his elven heritage, resident and representative of the fine village of Sandpoint, who a young man who grew up on the tales of the Pathfinder Society and the legends of all those heroes, and tries hard to emulate all those wonderful people and the good that they do for the world.
And eventually I'm sure you'll count yourself amongst their fine numbers.
Well, that's the dream. Although, okay, the dream has been somewhat dampened by discovering the old adage of never meet your heroes.
Well, you
Pathfinder
haven't...
Society.
You haven't actually met the heroes that you had in the Pathfinder Society? Just the ones that you have met.
Society. That's right. But the Pathfinder Society as a whole is possibly not such the wonderful organisation that he believes it to be.
Though he might have good feelings towards Lady Hindmarsh because she has been living up to most of those ideals.
Absolutely. No, there's certainly those that do it. But apparently they let those still in that don't do it.
Well, I'm sure they have their uses, which is why there's different lodges. Which then brings us to Mark.
Okay, can't hear that. Hi, I'm playing Sparky, the hairless dwarf female rogue, who has had issues with taking a picture recently. So, but we'll get through this hard moment in her life and come out happy and brilliant very soon.
Okay, I'm just going to have to shrink that down and fix it while we're doing that. And next, so you sure that there's much else you need to worry about for your hairless dwarf?
She doesn't have an axe, so that's probably the problem.
That can be fixed.
It's alright. She's got enough curses to replace the axe.
I'm sure there are many other things that you could be worrying about at this stage for your character. Next up we have is Kesley.
Hello, hello. I am the newbie player, playing Fandra, the Lynn Elf Nomad Druid.
Yet to be cursed.
Sent as oversight to help out the party, to basically do what she can to do stuff and things. She's animal warrior, mainly gets along with people who like animals, so finding these now cursed puppies, she's like, oh, the poor things, and helping do some of them. But yeah, that's it.
Yes. I had considered doing zombie puppy images, but I thought, no, I won't traumatize the players that much just now. Which then brings us...
Thank you very much. I appreciate your kind thoughts there.
Which then brings us...
Imagine them much more.
Which brings us to M.
Hello, I play Dooza. And as after mentioned, have my currently zombie puppies, Puppy and Giant. And you all wake up to the lovely sound of 113 days left from my pocket god.
You mean we wake up? Woohoo!
It's always a win.
We'll get like, you know, like jolted or spooked or I don't know. Like, or you just like don't hear it anymore because you just tune it out.
Oh, can I ask the question? Is Doozer sleeping in her own? He's sleeping in his own bed or not?
What you're hoping that Doozer was sharing yours?
No. I was after last session with a certain wizard.
Sounded like there was a request there.
No, I didn't say it's a request. I'm just wondering what happened at the end of the night. We didn't get to that far.
Well, we did hear that they have it. She has a thing for half dwarves.
We were short one bed, but that's okay because Cordo was playing else to do with stable anyway. To ensure the horses looked after.
Next up we have is Peter.
Greetings all. I'm playing the monk, Lord Willie One Kenobi, husband of the Hell Knight Ruby One Kenobi. At the moment, just kind of going with the flow. Looking to help Doozer with her quest or her challenge at some point. And hopefully, should we survive, he will return the favour.
Well, technically, you've already helped Doozer with his challenge because you defeated the Sandpoint Devil once. The problem with Doozer's challenge is Doozer has to do so without help.
Oh, really?
Yep. So you fulfilled your end of the promise because you promised you would help Doozer defeat the Sandpoint Devil.
Yeah, Willie kind of feels like that's a bit of a cheat. But
Fair enough too.
Yeah.
Well, hey, when you've got lawful characters, and considering you used to have a lawyering goblin in the party, he would have told you that you did live up to your promise.
Yeah. I think Willie still feels that he owes Doozer at least something more, because my goal is a little bit more open-ended and or difficult.
Well, hey, like with all the Fae, if you get the better end of the bargain and they've accepted it anyway, good for you. You've done well.
Mm.
And eventually we'll have Josh online when he's available. So you wake up in the barn to the sound of being told that Doozer has 113 days left to live.
Before you get too much further, Martin, Josh has just felt the whole phone. Apparently he's not. He's just going to ignore the fact that it's game day, apparently.
But he's not jumping on, or?
No, he is.
Yes.
He is. He's just being difficult. You know, typical Josh fashion.
Okay, so
Alright, I'm sure Barry wants to sleep in after the hard night.
Must be exhausted being the buffest wizard in the world. It's gonna happen all in session. I'm just letting the warning you now. Yeah, so.
okay.
Then all of a sudden, a beholder slams on top of Sparky. Not suggesting that, Martin. Just putting it out there, just a joke. Okay? That's a joke.
That's okay. I can write it down for later.
No, it's okay, Martin.
Because I'm sure that couldn't happen. I don't think Beholders are in Pathfinder.
That's
They're
probably true.
Miraculous, maybe.
Well, beholders with the name Beholder aren't in Pathfinder, but considering this is a home game, we can quite easily call it a Beholder. That's the advantage of having our own game table.
Oh, I regret saying this. Guess who? The buffest wizard in the world is here.
Yes.
Welcome, buffest wizard.
Not the world, just known to man.
Yeah, known to man.
And a very select group of men.
And depending on who he believes is the man, that might just be one specific person. So, Josh, did you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Josh. I play Parry Hotter, the buffest wizard known to man. Parry Hotter is a elf half-dwarf wizard. Average Joe build kind of deal. However, is yet to find something that hasn't killed him yet.
What you mean you want the DM to say challenge accepted? I've got the perfect adventure for you tonight.
Mama's gonna try really hard for you now.
Listen, we all know what wizards are like. You literally can open to the first monster in the book and I'll probably die.
Oh, look, it's Beholder.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to cover my mouth. I was better laughing.
Okay, so yes.
Look, it's an earthworm.
It just happens to be like 1,000 foot tall.
And don't worry, the earthworm's name is Jim.
Look, it's a tree branch.
It's a baby earthworm too, makes it
Baby earthworm.
because it's
I got your reference. That's
something
the
with a
joke.
big smile.
Show me what you got.
Okay, and Parry wakes up with a letter pinned to his top.
Which woman has... I start to read it.
And it says, Can this be? Can it be the fox be outfoxing the hunter? Strange, you seem so confident against the boars of Tickwood, your lordship. And it's smeared in blood, and there's bloody footprints all around you.
That's not creepy at all.
Ah, great.
No,
Another mystery to solve. Are the footprints just around me? Or did they leave somewhere?
Well, looking around you, it looked like there's at least went round you 3 times.
Yep.
While you were sleeping.
Yep.
That doesn't seem to show any appearance of the feet moving in or going away from you.
Okay, freaky.
You know, that means that 2 of that side, 2 over that side. Possibly, yeah, okay. I'm going to leave this alone. After getting the wake up call, whoa, he wakes up.
You see your pony looking down at you.
Hi, good morning. I say to the pony.
It seems to shriek in your face a morning hello.
I kind of get pushed back about the feet. Go, oh, good morning to you too. And they would do next time, possibly.
It's a pony, not a horse.
Okay, sorry. Ponies still neigh, don't they?
They do a higher pitched one.
Okay.
Miniature horses are even worse.
And I gave it a good pat on the thing because it did well last time.
It's quite happy.
Okay. Then I'll wake up and see who else will wake up, and I'll just have a look around, see anything unusual.
Yes, you see Parry looking at the ground around him.
I'll have a look. What do I see? I assume I see the hoof prints, I assume.
Give me a perception roll.
Okie dokie.
Are they hoof prints or footprints?
Depending on how Mark rolls, he may reinterpret them differently.
That's... no, it's not cocked. 22.
22. Much to your disappointment, they are not hoof prints. They are footprints made in blood.
I look at Pony. Get a reaction, Pony.
Pony looks back at you and neighs in your face again with that high shrieking neigh it does.
Okay. You're a good Pony, it's okay. I just say.
You believe if you had hair, your hair would go backwards with each neigh.
Yes. That's fine. I'm not getting surprised by anything anymore. I think I've gone through surprises of anything that could happen to me right now. So let's go. Yeah. I'm used to my cursed life now. So
You are. That's great. We can now move up to that phase 2.
No, I didn't say that later. I didn't even think that. I'm just small way of thinking that. The character I'm not sure about yet. We'll still get there. If this thing can read my mind, I'm not going to say anything to my mind either.
Okay, so Cordar wakes up amongst the horses.
It's
Yes, well, okay. Cordar was, he would have woken up shortly before dawn, so he could be going outside and practicing Carter, doing his Carter as he's in the morning. So,
He hears the God of Strength call out the Doom's call for Doozer.
mm-hmm.
And then the shrieking of the pony.
Twice.
So when we say the title of When the Pony Shrieks Twice, we'll think there was a murder involved.
Of course, he can't hear the shrieking of the pony if we don't have a pony now amongst our mounts.
Well, look, there was none when you woke up amongst the horses.
That's right.
But you know the dwarf really has a fondness for his pony and will generally sleep beside it.
Admittedly, it's not like Cordar really knows the difference between a horse shriek and a pony shriek, so he'd actually check back inside the barn to see if there's something that's disturbed the horses or the mounts.
They all seem quite happy.
Yeah. And so when the light comes out enough to see properly with his only half human eyes, he'll take the opportunity to try and take a closer look at the monsters that attacked during the night. The remains.
Well, it looks as if something has eaten most of the ghouls' bodies that had fallen.
Oh, well, the dogs don't need feeding this morning.
So go, Jeremy. I was going to laugh because that's.
I just said that. I just said obviously the puppies don't need feeding this morning.
Oh yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 100%. I'm fairly certain that we stopped at this place as we were going towards investigating.
The place called Misgivings Manor.
That's right, yeah, Misgivings is what we recognised, yes.
This was about the halfway point.
Yeah, yes. Obviously, the owners or the original owners of this farm are no longer going to be doing much farming.
You do look up and see that the while you believe the sun has risen, it's still in a twilight sort of light.
Not necessarily because it's especially foggy, or just it's a particularly foggy morning.
You think it's because it's a foggy morning, but
Okay.
the fog hasn't left from the night before.
Right. Well, Kordak basically doing his bit, and will be well ready before the rest of the party, or before certain members of the party are even thinking about getting up, probably.
Well, I've got to do everything every morning with my shield, so I'm going to let it each resistance to slashing. Can I do that in the morning, Martin? Way up.
You can.
Cool. I keep forgetting to do it, so I thought I'll keep reminding myself every morning that I can change my resistance on the shield. Yeah.
And I would say Fandra wouldn't necessarily be up before him, but would be up early to check on the horses that were left here and check on the mounts and all that.
The horses seem quite well. It's only when it's morning and everyone's starting to stir you realise that there's a pony in the party. You didn't remember seeing it during the night.
Weird. Do I see the pony though when it neighs?
You do.
Gotcha. Okay. I will keep track of it to see if I can just continue to observe it, because I accept animals existing in their own space.
Well, it seems to stick around the dwarf, the hairless dwarf.
Yeah.
The one who carries many curses.
Yeah. So it's gonna. I'll just keep an eye out for it.
The gnome who claims to be a dwarf.
Outside, we're fighting right now. That's it. No.
Hey, aren't you glad I didn't type in gnome for the picture for you?
Harry's got 3 gold on quarter.
Sparky's got 20 gold in quarter.
And quarter goes.
Unless I go sneaky and hiding and backstabbing, it's not going to work out.
If you announce what you're betting on beforehand, there's a good chance Quarter will bet on Sparky and then collect all the winnings.
Yeah.
Oh no, quarter's too honest to do that kind of stuff. But anyway,
And let's face it, Cordar's too honest and nice to actually make such comments out loud, so there's no fight involved.
that's right. It's just Mark versus Jeremy. That's okay.
Yeah, good, yeah.
Okay, so yes, you ready yourself and get ready to go. That's where everyone else sees the bloody footprints around where Parry was sleeping.
Yeah, I'm sorry to take my pony outside. I'm Nori. I've seen it going, yeah, been there, done that, and I'm just walking the pony outside.
So what did the notes say again?
The notes say, "Can this be? Can the fox be outfoxing the hunter? Strange you seem so confident against the boars of Tickwood. Signed, your lordship."
The boars of Tickwood. What?
Does that make reference for you at all?
Not in the closest sense at all in any
I was
shape or
about to say,
form.
does Parry know anything about boars or Tickwood?
You do know about boars. Besides the tiring people that you have to listen to, there is the animal with the big tusks.
Yep, that's right.
So there are 2 types of
So-
boars you do recognise quite clearly.
That's right. Yes. So not the party, the animal. Yep.
And obviously, Tickwood is a nearby forest to Sandpoint.
Corda recognises that, but Parry does not.
Okay, well,
I will ask people around. Like I got weird blood trail around my bed, and I got this weird note, and I'll show everyone the note.
What does Fandra know about boars in the area of Tickwood?
They are good hunting.
Not
they're-
anything especially ferocious for hunters or anything.
Well, they are quite poor conversationalists when you've had tried talking to them. They're very much a smell thing, hit it with tusk, move on.
a bit
Typical
of a boy,
boars.
me.
Such pigs. Gosh.
Talking to Harry, have you faced boars in Tickwood?
I was saying, I was like, I don't know where Tickwood is. It's outside my area of
Tickwood's near
expertise.
Sandpoint. So, like, we travelled alongside Tickwood on our path to and from Thistletop.
But it's weird that someone has marked around my bed with bloody footprints and given me this note.
And you yell from the front saying, "Been there, done that," from Sparky outside.
Who was on what?
They yell out, "Sparky, yours was different."
Yes, mine was on the ceiling. Still the same thing.
For a minute there, I thought you were saying Sparky was on watch.
Yeah.
Sparky wasn't on watch.
No one was on watch. No one admits to being on watch.
No, I wasn't watch.
Nah, Sparky wouldn't be on watch after last night. Definitely doesn't want to be alone up to quite
User
well.
points to the office was in known a man and says you were supposed to be on watch.
No, it wasn't.
You were. You were.
When would you ever trust the Buffers Wizard known to me to be on watch?
Well, your office was in known a man. Why wouldn't you be on watch?
So the consensus is no one was on watch.
Yep, no one was on watch.
You should realise that just because one group had been attacked during the night, that would normally put you on greater alert. It's why I stayed in the barn to make sure the horses remained okay. But you didn't arrange a watch in the house? Oh.
We arranged a watch in the house, but then the horses were being attacked, and then we went to sleep in the barn, so that all went out the window. Or out the barn window.
Well, no, I'm pretty certain that Parry, at the very least, still slept at the house.
Yep. I think so.
Exactly where the beds were. But yes, it would seem quite logical and probable that Corda and I forgot the character's name quickly.
Fandra.
Fandra, yes, that's right. But Corda and Fandra would basically take the monitoring of the horses and either be on watch or sleep lightly through the rest of the night.
Well, Fondra doesn't need much sleep, so...
I was gonna say, like, Fandra wouldn't need much sleep. She would be more concerned about the horses, but, being an elf, I believe the rule still applies. She doesn't need that much sleep.
But yeah, but it's the sort of thing that it doesn't surprise Cordo for a moment that the others went to sleep in the house and slept into the world.
Fandra has a very special notebook that states, "Not set up watch."
Yep, Fandra's learning about the party quickly.
Though she's also been told that Corda's technically in charge and Lord Willie is technically second in charge.
We're screwed.
Technically.
Technically by the Pathfinder Society's rules.
We're not
okay.
into a Pathfinder, so do we follow those rules?
So Cordo probably waiting impatiently on his mount, waiting for the others to get to finalise their position. Fandra's probably beside him at the same time, while the others eventually come out of the house and talk about this note. And Cordo, the discussion about the fact that, well, did you take on board in Tickwood? And it's the realisation that no one was watching as to how the note got delivered. Cordo just basically goes, right, okay, let's go then.
Okay. So, with Corda leading the way, he can give me a survival roll. Though he does have advantage considering this is his locale.
I was going to say, would a flat 16 for assurance mean that we're not going to get lost?
You could do that if you'd like, but it's your choice whether you take the flat check or the roll.
Well, I would like to think that there's probably not much chance of getting lost on the way to the misgivings in the area that he knows, so I'll keep it 16.
Okay.
Last one.
As you start to head off, you find yourself wandering into marshlands. You don't remember marshlands being in this direction. Seems a bit weird to have it here.
Wouldn't this be the Brian Marshland type thing that he grew up, that he specifically developed his hatred of goblins and everything like that? He actually got his swamp law coming through. Were we expecting marshlands on the way?
You weren't expecting marshlands to be between you and where you were headed. Just bringing up the map so I can reference it.
While this is going on, I'm riding beside Willie and going, does he really know this area well?
Oh no, actually the Brainstop marsh means that you've gone too far west if you've hit it.
Yeah.
Are we lost?
But you have no memory of crossing the Lost Coast Road. Which means that either you've managed to transport yourself many miles to the west, or you've hit a marshland that's nowhere where you believe there to be a marsh.
This is why we don't let Coda lead when we're going somewhere.
Aren't we following the Lost Coast Road down southward?
No, you headed off to investigate a farmhouse after staying at or visiting Habe's sanatorium, and you were going to go via that farmhouse then to the manor house.
Okay.
As far as you're concerned, you should have either come across a river that would lead you to the Lost Coast Road or more farmsteads.
Okay. Well, does Corda know where the misgivings are in relation to the marsh?
Yes, it is south of the marsh. Well, south west of the marsh, to be more accurate.
Yeah, okay. Corda will be able to just continue that way because hey, he feels fairly at home in the marsh. He spent a lot of time through there, so and let's face it, it's not like this. Most members of this party get any muckier about the way they go.
Okay, let's see if I can bring up a nice map.
If he's lucky, Corda might meet a few goblins on the way.
Well, you could always get lucky. You never know what's going to happen until it happens.
That's right.
Just as a player, what's your survival skill? I wonder if I should
Well, I guess he just used assurance, but he's got 16. Like he's got +6 on survival.
Oh, okay.
Assurance in it, so therefore he takes.
This is exactly why we don't let Coda lead when we're going somewhere.
You got a cursed rogue as +8, and that's okay. You follow Corda. It's okay. It's okay, mate.
But
Okay.
you are in court. You're in Corda's home territory, so
It doesn't mean
not unreasonable.
Yeah, but
You
we all
also have
know.
a ranger who has specialty in survival and nature.
I was thinking that myself, but I didn't want to say anything out loud. I suppose I get in trouble when I say things out loud. Spark is going to be quiet from now on, so yeah.
Wait, you took the flat check, which is what, +10?
Well, it means effectively a roll of a 10. I got +6 and therefore get 16
Why are we following Corda?
because he's in home territory. And because apparently
Everyone who
Corda-
has fightings +6 say I. I.
So that's okay. That's why I said, do we really have to follow him? Kind of thing. That's why I kind of.
Yeah, I probably just shrugged and went, yeah.
I'm actually tempted to talk to the pony and see if I can get a better direction, kind of sense. But yeah.
Okay, so I will give it to people free. You pull out your Pathfinder Wayfinder, and it tells you that the marsh is lying to the north of you.
North.
Mm-hmm.
So which way did we travel?
You're not exactly sure.
Where did we come from?
At this stage, you're not exactly
We
sure.
don't know.
At some stage, you're at Habe's Sanatorium. Then you ended up at a farmland nearby. You're not exactly sure which one it was nearby.
Yeah, then we had like spooky ghouls coming after us.
You did.
Stupid copy and paste builders. They all look the same.
So each of those little squares on the farmland section is a farmstead, pretty similar to where you were, as far as you know.
Oh, lovely.
You could be at any one of those. Probably not the one on the river.
But the point is, so, Cordo's taken a shortcut. It's been gone straight across the marsh and into the coastline.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and so were you gonna where were you gonna lead them through the marsh?
Yeah. It probably won't aim to take them through the depths of the marsh because that might be a bit slow. But the idea is to cut as much time off as possible.
Okay.
Is this something you might want to discuss with us?
Follow me! And rides off.
Hey, Cordo never says follow.
I'm going this way, and rides off.
That's right.
Okay. So after going through the edges of the marshland, you find yourself out of the fog and looking out at a moor. You recognize the moor. It's the Whisperwood Moor.
Okay.
And behind you can see what looks like a wall of fog just covering all the farmlands.
Well, as we come out of the fog then and move on a little bit touch stuff and Gordo realises where he is, look back at the fog and that's not very natural. The idea that particularly since it's probably taken some hours to travel, that the fog is still there to go through. Okay.
Quite a few hours have passed, and you can see the sun glaring against the fog itself.
I'm by now lost faith in Cordar and actually asking Pony which way to go. And I'm asking an animal which way to go instead of a character. There's a problem.
Okay, the pony looks back at the fog.
Hey, Cordar, I think we're supposed to be in that direction. Are you absolutely certain we're going the right way?
Did you want to be in that unnatural fog?
Wasn't there the place we have to go to inside that unnatural fog? Do we have to go to Lord's Manor or something?
No, that'll be that well. Unless the fog extends for a very long way, the misgivings will be down to the south and off to the side of that fog. So, and Cordo will be able to move more southwards, with the intent of not going back inside the fog, but going around it.
You can see the river about a mile to the south.
Yep. Does the fog seem to extend beyond the river?
It does not. Which is odd, considering it's called the Soggy River, which is usually foggy at this time of year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Cordo's intent is to basically go down towards the river and then follow the river back up towards, if there's a crossing point, to get on the other side of the river. But yes, avoiding that fog.
There's quite a few crossing points along the river.
Yep.
Okay, so yes, you start heading down that way. Does everyone follow Corda this time, or do you follow Pony?
Oh no, only Iron Pony know which way it's supposed to go. I'll follow Porter. Even if Pony's reluctant to go that direction, I will. Hey, look, just do it for me, please.
It shrieks happily to you.
Okay. To be fair, okay, from a gaming perspective, we are eventually going the way the pony goes, but from a character perspective, if the pony wants to lead you back into that fog, I wouldn't be trusting the pony either.
I think the Pony earned trust last night, but that's just me as a player. That's okay. But it's okay, I understand. There's a bit of trust issue with the naked dwarf, so it's understandable. I will follow Corda reluctantly.
Or trust issue with the pony that keeps appearing and disappearing and occasionally turning into a demon.
I only did it once, just let it go.
I said occasionally.
You can't live in the past.
That's right. Live in the future.
It got better.
Okay. Look, I'll look at it this way. We've gone through the hard times, we're going to the good times. So Sparky is as...
We're going through the more times.
That's right. Sparky sees that there's some bad times, it's good times now. Has to even out. That's the way that the world works. Doesn't think about this kind of always bad time kind of situation. So, a happy-go-lucky dwarf with no hair.
I'm stuck
No
in the
eyebrow.
middle with you.
That's right. And I start singing if yeah.
Sure, give me a perform roll for the dwarf.
I actually am pretty good. I'm trained in performance, by the way. Thank you. Ha ha! 25. Thank you.
It's quite a moving rendition.
That's right.
What's the theme of your song?
Things can only get better. I think that's a very good one for my character, by the way. But I don't sing it. I sing it in a.
It sounds like once again you're challenging GM,
No.
implying that things can't get worse.
All I'm doing is singing. Doesn't mean it has to happen the other way.
All I'm waiting
And I
for
rolled a very
is
good
Martin to
performance.
silently say challenge accepted.
I rolled a very good performance. I rolled a 1 in performance. I can understand Martin go on the toast on that. Okay. I rolled a pretty
You
good.
just go in the background.
I'm ready.
Don't look at any of your stuff about performance encouraging animals or monsters. It's okay, Martin. It's okay.
But as we're travelling along, or as Cordo travelling along, it'll be going close to the border of this fog, just testing it and thinking, yeah, that fog is not normal.
No, that the fog is not normal because no matter how you interact with the fog, it doesn't interact like fog should.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to check what has been summoned by your singing dwarf.
Yep.
If I know the song, I probably hummed along.
I'm trying to keep the party jovial here. I'm trying to,
I know, right?
it's party morale here, Martin. Come on, just ease up a little, please.
And there's always a wandering monster check.
That's good.
Gordon, I was too distracted by the fog to try and have tell Sparky to be quiet.
Okay, as you're moving along, getting close to the river, and the dwarf is singing along with Willie jumping in here and there. Willie, give me a performance roll.
Performance roll. I sing like a stabbed cat. Oh no, that's alright. I guess 18. 13 on the dice, plus 5.
No, I like stabbed cat.
18's not so bad, except for not long after Willie breaks out in song, so does the sound of Stab Cat singing along. with a total performance of 9.
I'm sure zombie dog will enjoy Scab Cat.
As you hear unearthly voices singing along to the dwarven song.
I'm pretty sure my dogs know better than to mess with the big cats.
Well,
I'm pretty sure they're friends.
your dogs are looking in pain at the tones coming from around them. You can actually see them wince and whine each time the voice picks up.
Great.
The tones come, or the other tones appear to be coming from ahead of us, or from within the fog to the side of us, or the other side.
They seem to be coming from all around you. Quarter recognizes the voices.
Yep.
They're mites.
Mm-hmm.
You've had one in the party for a while. Before he died.
Yep.
There we
Oh,
go.
that's right. Yes, because yeah, for that, it's very hard. I think Sparky. Was it Pinwheel or Sparky had that problem? Was it Sparky or Pinwheel? Can't remember.
I think it was Sparky.
Sparky? Yeah, I'm very still upset by that.
Actually, I think it was Pimwinkle.
No, I think it was Pinwheel too, because I think, because I got a, yeah, I think it's definitely
So that
Pinwheel.
was because the mics were in the crow, weren't they?
Yeah, I think both Sparky and Pimwinkle went into the crow.
Oh, okay.
So, because you had both of them go in, it is a bit confusing from memory.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think Pinwheel went in first. We killed everyone but one mite. I tried to make friends with it, which I did.
Made it your servant.
Yeah, I made it servant. Then all of a sudden it died in the thing, and then it injured me at the same time. Yeah, a lot of things happened there.
It got cursed to stay within range of you, then you left it behind, and basically the magic that bound it to you killed it.
Okay.
That's right. Yes.
You practice slavery, and then your what's the word? Okay, your indifference killed it.
That was Pinwheel. I explained a lot about Pinwheel, by the way. Yeah.
Yes, but you do recognize
you
the mic
promised
voices.
it was Pinwheel.
Okay, well, so certainly when Cordar starts hearing the mic, he'll say, "We got company," and he'll have his. For hearing the mics from this distance, they're probably too close for Bo anyway. So.
You think you're passing over their burrows,
Mm-hmm.
which is why you can hear them all around you.
Yeah.
And while they're singing, they're not going to attack.
That's right. So, but he's going to draw his sword and have it ready for it anyway. So. But okay, we're still riding along.
Okay, I'm going to see how long I sing this song for. I'm just going to roll a d6, okay? 5 minutes.
Hey, Corder, didn't actually tell you to stop. You just
No. That's how long the song was going to go for. I'm just randomly do it. So.
Okay, so right after you stop, you hear voices around you going, "More, more!"
Sure, why not?
You've got your audience. If you stop, they're likely to complain.
What does Sparky do? Sparky's now got an audience.
Yep.
You are on mute, by the way.
So I said, if I hear more, I get very excited. Go, oh yeah, no problems, and start keep singing. So,
Give me another performance roll as you bout out another tune.
here we go. That's a 22.
22.
Okay.
So what's this one themed about?
What else?
While Sparky and Willie are providing a distraction, Corder will quietly have a word to Duka and Phaedra. No, I wouldn't bother talking to Harry. As to what we're expecting, and if they've not dealt with Mike before.
This one's talks about how ponies are the best. Okay?
Okay. Apparently, it's a love song dedicated to his pony. Does Willie join in?
No.
It's the pony join in.
No.
The pony joins in with an unearthly sounding voice that makes everyone else's heart just weep. Everyone gets to make a will saving throw.
Yay! Will saving throw.
Does that include me or not?
Yes, it does include you as well.
Oh, damn it. I was hoping you were going to say no, Mark, because the pony loved you.
Well, depends what you try to achieve. 22.
Oh, wait, what would Will be under? Oh, never mind. Got it.
I got a 17, fortunately.
Going back to what Willie said.
27.
Since I hate horses and ponies are sort of aligned with horses, hence my not joining in the music, any bonuses for the hatred factor?
Sure, I will give you advantage on your saving throw.
No. First one's a 12. Second one's an 8. Okay. So 23 total.
23. Okay, so each of you managed to critically fail and burst into tears.
Oh,
What?
I don't think I told you what my role was, though.
You said 27.
No, I said 27.
Oh, what was Dooza's roll then?
25.
You do burst into tears.
So
If a 27 was critical fail, I'm going to keep going over.
Wow, okay. Harry's 22 does bugger all.
So I stopped singing, I assume, with that burst in tears.
Yes. You also notice that the puppies and the horses are also bursting into tears.
Oh, wow.
And then you hear the tears coming from the mites around you.
I think I need to cheer up in the better singing this way. So I'm going to try a Be Happy song.
Okay, give me a will saving throw.
Okay.
Don't worry, be happy now.
I'm going to walk my way over to the pony and just sort of, tears in my eyes, give it a pat. I understand, pony. I understand.
25.
25. Okay, so you sort of managed to start slowing the tears down, but you're still voice breaking every time you're trying to speak.
That's fine, but I feel I have to bring up the mood of the party. So.
You all feel really sad.
And I still keep hugging Tony at the same time.
Okay. Next thing you know, you've reached the river and the bawling mites behind you.
Well, okay. That was interesting. So, you want me to continue singing for the rest of the journey? I ask everyone.
Please no.
No? Is that no? Is that a general no? Okay. I'll be quiet there. And I'll zip it for the rest of the journey until we get somewhere.
Okay. Well, you are somewhere. You're at a river.
Yep. So, Core and I will basically aim to turn west when we get to the river, and then when we get a decent crossing point, you'll aim to cross over.
And just to match the mood of the singing, you have arrived at the Soggy River. That is the official name of the river.
Right. I feel a bit better this time around. I didn't do anything as bad as last time I sang, but that's okay.
Okay, so you make quick work getting across the river at the first crossing you come across. And then before you know it, you're on the Lost Coast Road.
Mm-hmm.
And
and how much time have we lost of the day?
it's
We by the look out of it, having taken the long way through the fog, we should arrive at this giving just about dusk. Is that right?
that's what you're expecting.
Yeah.
You're thinking you've timed it perfect.
Great.
And you start heading up Fox.
I'm sure that when a horse breaks down just outside of the house, we've got this lovely manor house. We can knock on the door and beg a night to stay.
How bad could it be?
Well, yes, okay. Certainly, whilst the daylight, we'll keep moving. The corridors, but continuing to move on.
Okay, so you head down the Lost Coast Road until you come across Foxglove River Road, and then you find yourself coming up to the coast as sun's starting to set in your face at this point in time, because it is pointing west.
Yep.
And as you see the manor on top of the hill in the distance, that's when the sun is at dusk. So you arrive at the manor house at the perfect time, just as dusk sets.
And is there any unnatural fog rising as the sun setting?
There is none down here.
Bonus.
It seems to be quiet here. So quiet that your druid friend is completely freaked out. There's not a single sound of nature in the area.
Yeah, I'd be sure to point that out. Just to be like, this is bad. This is bad times. Bad.
Do we see the fear in the eyes of the druid?
I think you can all just hear it in the voice of the druid.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would definitely be freaked out just to be like, okay, look, this is not okay. This is like not in the balance of nature. We gotta be on alert and be ready to fix this because this is not okay.
The druid's like, this is not okay, this is not okay. I'm like, walking back.
Not okay.
As a player, I'm trying not to remember, what was the information we had that led us towards misgivings?
One of the love letters left for the party had said that meet at Misgivings.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It's not the only love letter you've received. And as you're looking back...
I don't think the other letters are love letters, I think they're paternity letters.
As you're looking back, you can see what you recognize as about 20 odd will-o-wisps starting to wink into existence along the river behind you.
Ooh, pretty.
And Duza remembers just how horrifying they were when you encountered a single one.
Okay, Cordo's certainly happy to, well,
Yeah, can we get
even if he's thinking, hang on, they might just be fireflies, but he's going to encourage.
Drizzle like is like, alright, let's go. And it's like full on like marshalling people to get inside or like somewhere safe.
Okay, if everyone's doing that, I want to, because I'm a bit sussy about going straight in kind of thing. So, based on our history of the other day at night, I'd like to try to stealth, not close to the party, but not too close, but stealth kind of way in kind of thing. So.
And as you're stealthing on the way in, you look towards the manor house. Give me a perception roll.
Perception?
As the entire party can as well.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a 36 upgrade.
36 upgraded.
Ooh.
I like that dice. I shall name you Great Dice. There's a special pile.
I didn't roll great, but that's fine. 17.
17's not bad.
It's not bad considering I rolled 6.
What's the rule when I roll 20s in this game?
So 20 means that you add your perception bonus to it and say it's upgraded because A 20 is not a critical success. A 20 changes the step of your success to one better than you had gotten with your score.
Gotcha. Okay, so I would have a 32 upgraded then.
Because a critical is simply 10 better than your score, the required, the target.
So as an example, if you were to hit something, you got 10 above, it's a critical. But if
Right.
it was on a natural 20, that critical then goes into Martin's critical card deck. And it goes the other way. It goes the other way too. So if you're minus 10, you're a
That is
critical
bad.
fail.
Yeah.
And then if you're a nat 1, downgraded. So
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Well then I got
Whereas-
a 32 upgraded if I got that all correct.
Cord, I got 11, not quite downgraded.
perception.
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 10 would have been downgraded, 11, I'm fine.
Perception. 18.
18, so that's not too bad either. So only one of you rolled poorly today.
I rolled a 5.
Oh,
I rolled poorly, but I've just got a lot of perception.
Yeah, like I rolled a 6 and got 1 less than you, but I have less wisdom.
Okay, so three of you didn't really notice too much except those dancing lights beforehand, and Corda
we were looking
and
behind and avoiding the willows.
Dooza both having that look of abject horror at what's coming towards you. Knowing what they are, whereas Purry's, he's the buffest wizard known to man. He can take them.
Hell.
And then looking the other way, Willie notices a bunch of ravens are here. At which point Fonda and Sparky notice the bunch of ravens are actually hundreds of ravens who are absolutely not making a single sound. Still moving, but not making a single sound.
Nevermore.
They're not even doing that.
Not even doing that. You don't even hear the ruffle of feathers or the click of beaks or scratching, just hundreds of ravens looking at you.
Does Dooza see the ravens?
Dooza does not, because Dooza's looking at the will-o-wisps.
Okay.
Yeah, we walked behind and avoided the willows.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm looking at, do I notice anyone else in the party look at it? Like, should I notice, trying to make a decision. Fondra?
I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
me and you, I believe.
Okay.
And then
I'll look at you, you look at me, yeah. I try to turn certain people's heads in the right direction.
yeah.
And as you get people to turn around, darkness falls.
We should go inside.
I nod my head and I start just gently moving people towards the inside.
Even though I really did want to go in without me checking on things first, but I can understand there's a...
Well,
I have issues with ravens too from previous characters and had before.
certainly if Sparky is trying to attract Cordy's attention to the ravens, he's looking and thinking, yep, hundreds of ravens, I'll take them compared to 20 willows any day of the week.
I don't see
Even hundreds of very quiet ravens.
I see thousands, is that right, man?
You see hundreds. You can probably count more than that, but the sun has set. You did get over 400 before you stopped being able to count them.
Yeah, I've got my Google on, yeah, so I'm going, watching them every single thing while trying to usher people inside, so.
Cordy certainly hadn't going inside because it's less likely to have the willows in there. Although there's still the element of, did you knock?
No one knocked, you just barged in.
And so
Dooza doesn't
Cordy's happy with that. The door was not locked, I'm assuming that?
It was not
Even if
locked.
the door was locked, Dooza would be breaking that door.
Yeah, no, Cordy's not necessarily arguing that sort of plan, but hey, if the door's unlocked and we can open it and go straight in, that's certainly better. Because then you can close the door and make it that little bit harder for the wildebeest.
Just getting map up so I can figure out where you are.
I would make sure I myself or our lovely new druid friend of Oversight, I think Oversight. I hope that's right. We're kind of I'm watching the races the whole way till I get inside kind of thing.
Okay.
So I'll be the last one through the door if that makes sense, man. So.
It does. So as you enter into through the big double doors, the sounds of the house straining and creaking gives this long, high-ceilinged room an additional sense of age and decay. The place smells damp, the unpleasant tinge of mould lacing the air as surly as it stains the wooden floors, walls and furniture in pallid patches. Mouldering trophies hang on the wall to the northeast. A boar, a bear, a fire-pout cougar, and a stag. Yet they pale in comparison to the monster on display in the centre of the room. Here crouches a 12-foot-long creature with the body of a lion, a scorpion's tail fitted with dozens of razor barbs, huge backlight wings, and a deformed human face.
Yay.
Okay, as you're walking in, everyone gets to make a perception roll to hear really weird stuff.
Can't look forward to it.
Okay. Just kiss the dice. I'm with my hand.
What's that? I hear nothing. 14.
Well,
26
I
for
did.
Lucky.
I did double the roll I got previously, but I'm all the way up to 13.
I got a 31.
31 is amazing.
Wow.
I got 28.
Okay, those of you that rolled at least a 20 hear the sounds of sobs coming from somewhere upstairs. And the rest of you pick up, when you hear the sobs, the ones who hear the sobs pick up the burning smell of burning flesh and hair.
That's not creepy at all.
But only you pick it up.
We saw this beast in the main room, didn't we? Or,
You did see this beast in the main room. You are in the main room.
Okay. Is it moving or is it just standing there?
What does your character believe?
And how much can you see right now?
I've got my night sight goggles on, so, and I've got dwarven. I think we give me low light vision at 60 feet.
So you've got your goggles on, which takes away your dwarven vision.
Yeah, I know, but it's supposed to be almost the same. Just gives me an extra thing on my perception, so
Okay.
it's a strange thing, but yeah. So, do I see any movement with that, or do I have to roll a separate perception check for that one?
Sure, give me a perception check.
Okay, I thought that's fair.
Well, let's
Activating hit wayfinder.
let's make it a will saving throw.
Okay. See, I said Dex, I'll be very more reflect. No, I'm about to say. See, as soon as they will, I always roll bad. I'm just put it at 19.
19. As far as you believe that creature in the middle of the room is shaking.
And it's completely dark in here, is it? Or?
It is until light suddenly flicks on beside you for a brief instant and then pops right out.
So Cordo, when he tries to activate his wayfinder, it worked momentarily then failed.
It did.
He'll be trying again to make it work.
Can I move a little distance away from Cora if he keeps trying to light it? Because I think I'm on a stealth kind of thing. Pretty much, man, so.
Okay, so give me a stealth roll.
Yeah, I might do the same.
You can also make a stealth roll.
If you can be sneaky, be sneaky.
See, I rolled good in perception, but everything else.
Ah, Christ.
Now, I've got to fall on the dice, but I've got 18.
So you did pretty well on your stealth. How did Willie go?
I got a natural 1 with plus 13.
Okay.
So 14 downgraded.
So Willie thinks the best place to hide is under the creature.
There's no way in hell I'm going under that creature if it's
They
moving.
won't think to look for you there.
Well, you
No way.
you haven't seen it move. Only one person has believe you've seen it move.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. In that case, yeah. My character sneaks over and crouches under the creature, looking around.
Okay, so I will give our dwarf another will saving throw.
You dice go over there, and I'll get the other dice. That's better. 29.
29. Okay, you have no idea where Willie went. He was near the manticore, and now he's just gone.
Okay.
You think the manticore ate him?
Yeah. I'm going with that. But, yeah.
Assuming that Cordar's unable to get his Wayfinder working.
Well, you do have to wait. It will, it's basically a few seconds between each attempt, and every time it turns on, it flicks off again.
Okay. Corda, like I say, tried a couple times, and then he's going to be drawing his sword, activating the flame, so at least he's got some torchlight around him.
So as you do that, it looks as if your flaming blade is in a heavy wind that's barely keeping it alight. So it's as if you've got a candle held aloft, much dimmer than you're used to.
It's still better than nothing from his perspective. Let's face it, the world is dimmer than he's used to because his eyes don't work properly anymore.
That's right, because he's human, he's not elfin.
Yes, you can see Corda holding aloft his flaming sword as only a tiny little bit of light is coming off the weakly flaming blade.
Corda will be starting to, now that he's got at least some light, he'll be suggesting, hey, we can do some more light, guys, but he's going to start taking a bit of a look around the room. And
Okay, so as you do that one, what is everyone else doing?
I'm staying quiet in the shadows.
Assuming I haven't been eaten, I'll stay underneath the manticore.
Yep.
I might have a little tear go
Wait.
down on my eye because I thought Willie's been eaten by the manticore. That's about it.
Forget that I am a magic person. I have the spell light.
Mm-hmm.
I will try that.
Okay, you cast the light spell, and it comes on and then just turns right off right after you cast it.
What the heck?
It's like your magic, your light has run out of batteries. You don't know what's going on.
Try to wait. Do I hit my head like you hit a flashlight to get the batteries burn?
that always works.
I look, when I see that, like I've seen all this light stuff happen, I'm definitely staying in the shadows right now because up there. Yeah.
And that's when it just pops into everyone's mind. There's these stories about these creatures that only attack things in darkness.
Well, it just appears in my brain.
Yeah, in everyone's brain.
Shit.
Do we recognise a specific creature in our mind, like what Corda have a specific creature in mind, or just generally nightmare type stories?
Demonic influence that can only strike creatures standing in darkness. Or cowering in darkness, as the case may be. As this happens, I will give each of you a will saving throw.
Another one for me? Or?
Another one for you.
Okay. Yeah. 19.
24.
I managed to split the difference between my perception rolls, So I've got 13 on my will with plus 10.
18.
And the Cordar's actions was going to be with the idea of demonic forces acting in the dark. He's going to stow his shield on his back and get his flaming whip going at the other hand.
Okay. So you now feel as if you're holding two candles aloft. But hey, it's doubled the brightness.
Absolutely. And he knows the whip has some effects against demonic creatures.
How did Fondra and Duza go?
How did 24, and I guess depending on what happens, if the light spell's not working, she'll try to find some way to light flame. I just don't know if I did equipment with me, so I don't know if I have.
Sorry, Mum, we were just grabbing dinner from
All good.
thingy. So what just happened?
You're making a will saving throw for no particular reason.
Oh, right, okay, great.
Well, aside from the fact that we're in the dark and apparently lights don't work.
Right. Well, I heard the light's not working part. I just didn't hear the last, minute or so.
All good. You missed the thing about the demonic presence that only attacks people standing or cowering in darkness.
Oh, fun! That sounds like great fun. Will saving throw?
Yep.
Will. That is a 31 upgraded.
That is pretty good. What did Josh get?
My favorite dice is definitely my favorite dice.
Whereas for me, I've had 3d20 and I've got a total of 9.
Alright, I believe got 26.
Okay, so am I correct that Sparky, Corda, and Willie all got below 20?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I almost got critically below 20.
Okay, so who got the lowest between all three of you?
I got 19.
I got 18.
I got 14. Admittedly, if it's a fear type effect, I think I get some. Well, I think that only affected. If it's a fear type thing, I think I critically pass if I do pass, but I don't get affected by it.
Okay, so from the perspective of the other characters besides Sparky, Corda, and Willie, you're not really noticing anything happening at the moment. But for those three characters in particular, the Manticore has a spark of light and then turns into a roaring flame directly above Willie. Each of you gets to give me an initiative check.
Can I use my stealth my initiative?
You can if you wish.
As in the only ones who failed.
Can I use my stealth?
Only those who failed.
Yeah.
Willie can also use his stealth.
24.
26 for Corda. He's on his toes when it comes to being frightened.
And 29 for Sparky with stealth.
Okay, so at this point it will be the highest initiative gets attacked.
Yeah, I thought it was the other way around.
Okay, so the burning manticore leaps out at Sparky and tries to bite Sparky. Sparky gets a reflex saving throw.
Kiss on the dice and use the roll. Okay, here we go. No, I kissed the dice. It should work. Yeah. 21.
Do you have any bonuses for reflex saves?
Maybe level 5. I don't think I have that yet. I don't have evasion or anything like that yet. So. What have I got? Just having a quick check. No. I do for doing traps. And no, nothing at the moment, unfortunately. Nothing.
Okay, so it leaps out at you. You take 19 points of fire damage.
Bloody hell.
and you are on fire.
Okay. Okie dokie. 19 points, eh?
Yep. Okay. And then the manticore stops burning and returns to where it was. From the other player's perspective, you don't notice anything different has occurred, and Corda and Willie both notice Sparky's on fire. Sparky, it's your turn. What do you choose to do?
Now, is the manticore still on fire? What I see at the moment?
It is not.
Okay.
And it's gone still again, has it?
It has, yes.
Is it now, when we walk in this place, is it a room either side, or is it just one big room?
It is in the center of the room, and it's one big room.
Okay.
So it's 35 feet by 20 feet with it in the very center of the room.
Good dokie. Okay.
You are on fire at this point.
To get rid of fire, do I have to use an action to douse myself out of water or something?
There are multiple ways of doing it. You describe how you're doing it. I set the DC based on how you describe it, and then you make a flat check.
Isn't that the reactions to put a fire out? Stop, drop, roll.
There are many ways of putting out a fire.
Okay. He could take a shower. Don't jump into the ocean.
I'll probably do I'm going to use acrobatics to do a drop roll, but try to.
So whatever you do, you'll be doing a flat check, which means you add nothing to the roll. You do the roll based on a D20 only.
Okay. I'll just drop it and roll, try to get the fire out if I can.
Okay, give me a D20 roll.
Okay, I hit the wrong dice again. You know what's better than 1 is a 2.
That's twice as good.
No, it's not going to be good. It's this right here.
I don't think it marks a flat check either way.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
Hey, it could have made it worse.
No, 1 would make it worse. 2 is just a little bit better.
Okay, so you take another 2 points of fire damage as you're burning.
Did I get any of the fire out or not really?
Not one bit. Okay, so from everyone else's perspective, actually Corda's up next. What does Corda do? Because I'll let the people who saw the fire actually get to react before I get the people who are going, what the hell's going on?
Yeah. And so Corda saw the gargoyle, the manticore, twinked on the light burning, pounced on Sparky, and then went back and became inert again, apparently. Is that right?
That is correct.
While Sparky then tried to put out fire on herself.
That is also correct.
Corda will aim to step between Sparky and the manticore, face the manticore with burning sword and burning whip.
You notice that Willie is underneath the manticore.
And he's basically saying, it's like, you'll call out the others, put Sparky out, I'll make sure the manticore, I'll protect the manticore. And basically, when you catch it, so that the manticore tries to move, it'll respond, interrupt it.
What does Willie do?
Willie's going to roll out from underneath the manticore, and with his U-View extended staff, I'm going to beat the living hell out of it. I'm going to smash it to bits as best I can.
You can take because I believe you can do your double attack with a staff.
No, I can't, unfortunately.
It's a monk weapon.
It is a monk weapon.
Yeah, I did have a look at the flurry of blows, but it's only hand-to-hand unless you've got a feat for monistic weapons or some shit.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't realize that myself.
Well, I would have thought that if it goes hand-to-hand, I would have said that's still melee, so that's still a monk, where it's still it might be the piece of throwing stuff. That seems very odd.
Okay, so you get to attack the manticore.
It probably doesn't matter in this situation.
No. Badly. Alright, so 20 Jesus Christ. 23.
You hit it soundly. And you feel your stuff slide right in through the outer layer and pop out the other side.
That's good. I'm not going to stop until it's like flat. Like I'm going to keep hitting it until it's like smashed to bits.
Okay.
And the second shot is a 28.
28.
29.
29. You hear something metallic as you strike deep into it.
Oh. Okay.
And it clangs off your staff. Okay, so now
Does it feel like it's something? Does it feel like it's something substantial or
Something
was it just
substantial.
something that just? Ah. Okay.
Okay, so that brings us to initiative for Duza, Fondra, and Harry.
We just standard perception because
I would say standard perception at this stage because you weren't stealthing and you're also probably a little surprised about what's going on.
that's alright. My favorite dice decided to roll a 17 again after like rolling about 20, so I'm pretty happy with my dice.
Just say I'm not happy with my dice, so I rolled the bad dice before I did. So. I picked up the wrong dice going, oh, that's the bad dice, and I rolled to it. Oh, damn it. It's okay.
Just got the 8.
28. What did Fondra get for initiative?
23.
23. And what did Harry get for initiative?
Not natural 20.
Okay, so Dusa, you can see Sparky rolling around on the floor. Not really sure what's going on there. You see Cordar standing, looking up at a stuffed manticore, and Willie going to town beating up stuffed manticore.
Corda also said, help Clarky, I'll stop the manticore.
Yes, they're very fixed on this stuffed manticore and asking you to help Sparky, who's just rolling around on the floor.
Not laughing, by the way, just rolling around the floor. I thought you'd like that one.
Any of you reacting?
I believe Duza's deliberating.
Who's deliberating? Can Juza possibly stop Sparky from rolling around on the floor for no reason?
You can restrain Sparky. Would you like to do so?
Or to pick her up?
How would you like to stop Sparky rolling around?
Should be the best way to just like grapple.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Athletics.
You'll be comparing it against Sparky's athletics.
Okay, you should have this one.
Or acrobatics.
Oh.
You get to choose which one, Mark.
Okay, I've chosen acrobatics.
34 upgraded.
24, you said?
24 upgraded, so...
34.
Oh, 34.
Okay, I got a 21, so she definitely didn't.
So she got a critical success upgraded.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you have pinned Sparky in place so Sparky can't move. You are helping.
I'm helping.
But of course, if Sparky's effective, you're not helping put out the fire.
No.
Okay, that brings... So that is your second action, because one action to move over, one action to grapple. What do you want to do with your final action? Body slam!
Slap some common sense in this party.
Yes. Wait, what are you doing? Why are you rolling on the floor? What's wrong with you? As I yell into you.
Yeah, I'll do it on my turn.
Okay, so that then brings us to Fundra. You're seeing Duza has picked up the randomly rolling Sparky. You've been asked to help out by Corda while he's tackling the stuffed display Manticore with the help of Willie.
I guess I'll say the Manticore looks pretty done. I think you guys are all right. And then I guess I will try to investigate around the room to try to get any sense of additional light sources that can be found to try to bring some light into this so that these guys stop acting crazy.
You're not sure that is possible, but you try.
Yeah.
Give me a perception roll as you examine the room. I'll make an investigate roll. I think we've got to investigate in this one.
I think so.
Let me have a quick look at my...
Perception, isn't it?
No, I think it's just perception. Yeah, I'm so used to the different games that it can be a bit confusing. It is perception.
Just 22 then.
22. Okay. So, you hunt around and you find a small candelabra with 3 candlesticks still on it.
I will try to get those lit, I guess.
What do you have that can light it?
Does the spell light do that?
It does not.
Corda carrying a flaming sword and a flaming whip.
Yeah, that. I'm gonna use flame from that.
Okay, so you spend the rest of your action moving over to Corda. You haven't got them lit yet. So that brings us to Parry. How is Parry, the buffest wizard known to man, going to save the day against the stuffed manticore and the crazily rolling dwarf?
Not crazily rolling anymore.
Well, you have picked him up, her up, but I believe she's still struggling.
We're in darkness here.
No, you have 2 little candlelights coming off Corda's weapons.
It's not complete darkness, but it's certainly dark.
It's very dim.
And you have noticed that Otislight has tried to cast magic to light up the room and has failed.
And has Corda.
Corda was playing with his Wayfinder, which obviously was malfunctioning. I mean, if you can try your Wayfinder or cast light if you think that Phaedra is obviously doing it wrong.
That might have sounded like metagaming, but Josh was stepped away from the table at that point, so he didn't actually hear that.
So we've tried magic.
But of course, you haven't tried your magic, so your magic is so more powerful than everyone else's, because you are the buffest wizard known to man.
I will try. I will use Dispel Magic on the darkness.
Okay. You cast your Dispel Magic on the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
As you let the spell go, give me a d20 roll to see how well your Dispel Magic works.
Mm-hmm. 14.
14. It does not dispel the darkness.
Ah.
They have better magic than you.
How do they?
And was that a 3-action casting? Was that a 2 or 3 action casting?
That was true.
What did you do with your final action?
I'll have to make a knowledge arcana roll.
You would? Okay, so what is your bonus? Because it is a secret roll.
It is plus 16.
Plus 16. Okay, so you don't believe it's a magical darkness. It's something that is breaking light spells.
Right. Some guy is breaking light spells.
As the spell goes on, then winks right out again. It's not how magical darkness works.
Interesting. So I don't really say it's not magical darkness. It's something else.
It's not something. It is something else, and it's something that's making light effects an instantaneous effect.
Or apparently he keeps trying to blow out the cord of the wind.
So that's Barry's turn. Okay, so now we're up to Sparky. You're on fire, and someone's holding you in place so you can burn better.
Now I heard that's what's wrong with me. I said, let me go on fire and try to get out.
Okay, give me I believe it's an acrobatics check versus the athletics check. Athletics DC. So athletics DC being 10 plus M's athletics.
Which is 24.
So you've got to beat 24 on your acrobatics check.
25.
Okay, so you slip out of the arms and hit the ground. What do you do next?
I roll again. Try to get the fires
Okay,
out.
give me a flat D20.
Oh, shit. 1.
1. Okay, so you continue to burn. So you take another 2 point. What did you get that time?
1.
One.
Oh, 1, yes. 1, so that's probably double or something.
A 1. Okay, so you take 4 points of fire damage as it spreads. Meaning you've taken a total of 25 points of damage so far.
Yep, I'm 40, so... Oh, the fire, help me! I say, I'm like, that's it. Nah.
Okay, we're back to quarter. The manticore has not moved an inch. You've held it in place with your will, you're sure.
Yep, well, okay, it's scared of the flaming sword and play. It's weird, obvious, but it's scared of my Belor routine.
None shall pass!
That's right. Get some water or cover in a blanket or something.
And what do you do with your other 2 actions?
Well, keep he's kind of confident. Sure, we don't want to let it burn away. Put the fire out.
Good news, she has no hair or eyebrows to burn.
That's very loaded. Just true.
But good, fair.
I'm sure we can start making Deadpool references soon.
Yes.
But yeah, so basically Cordo's, he has got position to do anything about Sparky, and apparently the Manticore is no longer attacking, or Willie's obviously hit the stuffing out of it.
Well, he's done some very good disabling moves. It's not moved an inch since he struck it, so he's obviously stunned it.
And so Cordo basically is trying to peer, keep an eye on the Manticore, but also peer beyond the small candle light that you sort of whip. And
Though I will say that you have beside you Fondra holding out a small candelabra with 3 candles on it.
Right, okay. Cordo hold the sword to actually light the candles.
Okay.
Or light is always good.
So, as you light the candles, you see that the flame on the candles is moving in a different direction than the flame on your sword.
I'm gonna go have food.
Okay.
Well, at this stage, he's happy enough that there's extra light, so...
And so you now have, and you do notice that the candlelight is putting out on the candelabra as much light as your torch, your sword and whip are pointing out.
Yep. And it's okay, because he's going in a different direction, so we've got more light cover, that's good.
Okay, so that brings us to Duza. You see that Sparky has fallen on the floor saying he's on fire.
And Corner certainly backed up their statement.
Thank you, Porter.
I kind of shake my head and so like, what is wrong with you people? I am gonna leave Sparky to his delusion. Her delusion, sorry. Can I have a look around the room, or is there only just the stairs?
There is a stairs off to the right of the doors. There's a set of doorways past the stairs. There is another set of doors on the left-hand side of the room, and a hallway continues on to the far side of the room.
I'm back. Gonna go open the door on the left-hand side of the room. Is that right?
Yes, you open it and see a corridor. As you're doing that, I will go over to Willie and say, yes, it's your turn. You can see Sparky on the floor burning away. And Duza's just looked down, shrugged and walked off.
Seriously?
Apparently it's up to you to put out the flaming dwarf.
I will go over and I will attempt to help put the fire out as best I can.
Okay, give me a flat check.
14.
Okay, as you try to put out the dwarf, the first thing you notice is there's no heat coming off these flames.
I will alert Sparky to that. There's actually no heat.
Can he see any burn damage on Sparky though?
You can actually see the skin burning in the light. The ground itself is not being burnt, but Sparky's taking damage. None of Sparky's close is taking damage, just Sparky.
I'll pull out a water skin and try to put her out with a water skin.
Okay, you spray Sparky with water and the fire does not react to the water.
Sorry, Sparky, I think you're fucked.
I don't think you said that. Okay, and shifting around. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're up to Fondra. You now have 3 lit candles that are, and you do notice that the flames are blowing away from you, as are the flames on Cordar's sword and his whip, and the flames are all blowing in different directions, and there's no wind in the room.
So all 3 flames on the candelabra are going different directions as well, or are they all going a singular direction?
They're all going directly away from you.
Directly away from me.
And as Cordar's not holding both weapons directly in front of him, they're going directly away from him in the directions he's holding them.
Gotcha. If I hear people saying Sparky that she's fucked and just like burning away, I guess I try to get close-ish to Sparky with the light that I have.
Okay, as you get close to Sparky with the light, you can see parts of Sparky's skin burning away. Not from the flame, but from something burning Sparky.
I will try a heal spell and see what happens.
You can do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that. How do I do that?
So you can, with the heal spell, generally I believe it's how many actions you put into it makes it stronger. So as you'd have 2 actions left, you can, I believe, make it a stronger heal. Which means you add a D8 plus 8, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And based on the level that you memorized it at, because you have to memorize it at a level, you then do that for each level it's memorized at.
Gotcha. Okay, I have not had time to really go through all these spells yet, so. all good. So
So just to get yourself there, carefully.
yeah.
One action is a touch. Two action is a 30 feet, and increases the hit point sword by 8, so 1d8 plus 8, right? And the third one's AoE one.
So while you're sorting out the healing, I'm just going to duck to the bathroom and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Just tell me how much you heal if you do it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if anybody could help me out. So I rolled a d20 and a d8 on there, and then do I add something? I just don't have the spell, or I don't have the book with me. Usually I would be in person, so.
Right, I'm going to put it in the chat so you can read the website and tell you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, 1 second. So yeah, so
Unfortunately, I don't know what will come you at the moment, so I can't be checking.
that's
Yeah,
right.
no worries.
I think
Alright,
someone's
cool.
supposed to be.
Yeah, so if you,
Jeremy.
the one action is good because if you're in touch range of somebody, and the second one, 2 action which you can do is for when you're, it's like a, if you play D&D, it's like a healing word kind of thing.
So
And the third action,
you're casting heal, yeah?
yeah,
Yes.
So yeah, as Mark was saying, yeah, one action is just 1d8, but it's ranged touch. Your 2 actions 30 foot, but you get 1d8 plus 8 on 12.
Yeah.
And then your 3 action is a 30 foot emanation. Targets all living and undead creatures.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. I think I got it. Thank you guys.
But as you move, you only have 2 actions left.
So yeah, so I use the 2 action version. So that would be
A D8.
13 heal.
Okay, so you heal him 13 points. You see some of the burns start to look old.
I was gonna say is that with that we get to see that Sparky like calm down, or do we have to wait for her turn?
You will have to wait.
Alright.
so I get 13, is that right?
You get 13. You're still on 12 damage.
Yeah, gotcha.
Harry, you're up. Hmm?
Harry probably saw Drew's landlord and walk out.
Reached the door, opened it, and that's as far as Doozy got with his actions.
Oh, lovely. Harry will use it as a free action to saying we're leaving.
And where's Parrot going?
First action will get towards Doozer.
Hmm?
And then also probably spend the first level heal from range and use 2 actions on something. Heal Sparky 14 points.
So that
By the
means
time I get to the door, I'm still within 30 feet of Sparky.
you are. And looking inside, you see that it is completely dark in there. Which then brings us to Sparky. You're on fire. What do you do?
Oh. See, I did see the ravens outside. I would have run outside by now, but I don't know which is worse at the moment.
Being on fire while being attacked by ravens? I'm sure that's worse.
So maybe you can go outside or go upstairs. Is that right?
You're covered in water, and the water did nothing to the fire.
And I'm as far away in the room as possible from this thing in the middle, aren't I? So now the option is go upstairs. Is that correct?
You want to run upstairs? You can actually see you're lighting up more of the room than the rest of the party combined.
Is there any stairs going up or down?
There is a spiral stairwell going up.
So we can use Sparky to go like off, okay? She's living up to her name.
Okay, I want to. I'll go up 20 feet up on where I am in the room. I'll try to go up the stairs to 20 feet first. See how far I get. I might get halfway upstairs.
Okay, 20 feet gets you to the stairwell. After you get up, that's 2 actions to get to the stairwell. 1 to stand from prone, 1 to get to the stairs.
You want to notice the flames just stopping or anything in the distance to get away from...
No, the flames are still all over you. And you're burning.
So I can't do stealth, so... I'll do a perception look when I'm upstairs.
Okay, give me a perception roll. With disadvantage.
That's fair enough. I'm going to use my number 1 dice. Great rolls. 20. And that's with a 4. The dice.
20. You're not really noticing much through the flame. You also, because you didn't try to put the flame out, the flame's gotten worse, and you're now taking 5 points of flame damage.
That's okay. I'm expected that. So I'll just race upstairs now.
No, you haven't raced upstairs. You've gone to the bottom of the stairs. It was a action to stand up from prone, an action to move over to the stairs, and an action to look up the stairs.
Okay, cool. Okay, sorry.
That were your actions.
Yeah, I'm done.
Quarter, you can see Sparky burning brighter next to the stairwell.
And apparently deciding not to try and continue to put herself out.
Yep.
Are you expecting a well up the top of the stairs, Sparky?
Sparky also looks wet at the same time.
And so basically everyone has moved over to this doorway?
2 people have moved over to the doorway opposite the stairwell.
Oh, okay, Sparky's gone to a different doorway?
Sparky's gone to a different doorway, and those 2 locations are either side of where you're standing with the Manticore. Manticore still hasn't moved.
Well, I'm thinking that fighting fire with fire probably isn't all that effective on Sparky right now. Which is why I caught our hex guy to actually put it out. He's curious, is Corda still feeling the demonic presence, which you was brought by, that was the thought of what was brought to the Laxon, not whether it was a demonic presence?
That was the thought.
Yeah. Well, Corda will go over towards Sparky and get on the floor and put the fire out.
Do you wish to try to assist putting the fire out?
No, because he's still hanging on to both his sword and whip, so... The assist he could do would be like a sweep with his foot to try and trip Sparky over, maybe, but I don't think I won't bother.
But as you're closer to Sparky, you notice that only Sparky's skin is burning, none of Sparky's clothes is burning.
Can Corda effectively try and, like, the equivalent of disbelieve?
You can. Give me a will saving throw.
A will saving throw?
Hmm.
Recognise that the fire is not acting like a normal fire. $17 is a good start. I think I've got about a plus. At least plus 10. Yeah, plus 10, so 27.
Okay, the lights around Sparky just disappear before your eyes.
Sparky, it's not real. Look at your clothes, they're not burning.
That's I'll wait till next turn.
Okay, that brings us to Willie. You've hit this thing multiple times. It has not budged no matter how hard you've hit it. All you managed is to knock pieces of it off.
I'm going to move back over to it.
Yep.
When I get there, drop into Toga style.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use the slashing attacks to cut open the creature. I'm looking for whatever the metal thing was that I struck with my staff.
With a couple of slashes, you cut open the side and you see a metal framework holding the beast upright.
Okay. I have a look through it.
You can see the dent marks in it where you hit the metal with your staff.
I feel a slight pride. Yeah.
And you have no idea how this thing attacked in the first place because the frame is attached to the...
You're proud that you managed to beat up a stuffed animal?
No, the damage I did with my strikes. I am mighty. But yeah, I'm going to have a look through it, and that'll probably be a couple of rounds for me.
That is all good. Then that brings us to Dooza. You're at the door with Parry. There's darkness before you. What do you do?
Uses delaying. He's just waking up. He's not back up.
That's okay. Dooza's delaying, puzzled at this darkness. We move over to Fundra with the candles. You've seen our Sparky leap up and rush toward the stairs as if nothing's wrong.
Well, obviously, she's fine now. Fundra will move over to Dooza and Harry and look down the hallway as well. I don't know how many actions I'll take.
So you move over there and look in with your candlelight, and you realize that your candlelight's not illuminating past the doorway.
It's like this, okay.
So what little illumination it provides starts to go past the doorway, is that what you said?
That is correct. You can actually see the light radius reflecting off the surface of the open doorway.
Darkness, my old friend.
And you've never seen darkness reflect light before.
That is terrifying. Yeah, that's a no hallway.
So, she'll stick with wherever Dooza and Perry go, just to keep them safe.
In the light?
But we'll recommend to stick together because that's not a good place to go.
That brings us to Parry, the Buffer's wizard known to man. You're not afraid by a little darkness, are you?
No, I can quit, apparently.
Harry will take one step into the darkness.
Okay. So you take one step into the darkness and you find yourself in another room.
But I can see.
You can see flashes of light from what appears to be a storm outside. And looking behind you, your small step took you both of your feet into the room, not just your front foot.
Oh.
And can you see the others behind in the doorway?
He cannot. There's just darkness. This and looking around, you see. I'll give you a description. This oak-paneled chamber must have once been breathtaking. But it's a sad sight right now. The floorboards are warped with moisture, and the panels scratched and spotted with mold. A grand piano, its surface splotchy, its keys warped, leans tidily in the southeast corner of the room.
Oh.
And as you're there, I'll give you a perception roll.
You might also remember the fact that it wasn't stormy outside when we came in.
Yeah, that's interesting. 27.
Okay, you hear the faint piano music coming from across the room.
Huh. Interesting. So one action to step through the door.
And having a look around, that would technically be a second action,
Second action. Cool. That's fine.
leaving you with one action. What do you wish to do?
Parry will wait and hope that everyone else comes through.
Okay, so that brings us to Doomsday if Doomsday's back.
No.
In which case, Doomsday didn't come through with you. You're on your own. Over to Sparky.
If my best friend Corda said that it's all it's not real, I would try to say it's not real, mate.
Give me a will saving throw.
Okay, I don't like you guys, I'm gonna do this one. Holy shit. 16.
16. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You're on fire! What do? You're burning. You can actually feel your body burning from the inside out.
Your body might be burning, but your clothes aren't. It can't be real.
Well, I don't believe you right now, so I must play the character. I agree with you. I'm thinking.
Responding to your statement as, hey, what are you talking about?
I was trying to get as far away as possible from the manticore, because I think the manticore's the issue. So
you look around and see the manticore's being split open by Willie, who's fondling its insides.
I expect that Willie somewhat there, not strangely done by that. I'll go up the staircase to my next movement.
Okay, so takes you 2 moves to get up the staircase, and this round you take 6 damage.
That's okay.
So that puts you on 11 damage total.
Yep.
Corda, you hear Sparky go up the stairs.
I probably would have said, I'm still on fire, what are you talking about? And then I'll run.
Okay, what I responded to, look at his clothes, they're not burning. And obviously, so Sparky's moved off up the stairs, and he's no longer lighting away from Corda's perspective, is that right?
That is correct.
Sparky, come back! He'll follow up the stairs for the time being. He's still keeping his sword and whip out, so therefore he's got at least a candle light, 2 candle lights.
Okay, so you follow Sparky up to the top of the stairs. Only takes you... How fast can you move?
20 foot.
20 foot is your normal move?
Well, it's very half late.
Okay, so it takes you 2 moves to get...
25, because he's no longer an elf, so...
it takes you 2 moves to get to the top, right behind Sparky. And you can see that there's a hallway there.
Okay. I'll basically take an action, look at the hallway. Okay, stop Sparky. Stop!
It's very dim, you can't see much down the hallway.
Happy with that.
Which brings us to Willie. You're spending time beating and searching the insides of this creature. No one's hidden anything in here except stuffing. And it's mostly hollow.
Okay. Alright, I'll give up. Even in the head?
Even in the head, it's mostly hollow. It's just the frame holding it in place.
Okay.
Which is why your staff went straight through it last time.
Give up in disgust.
Mm. which then moves us over to Fondra, who's seen Parry disappear before you. Just went to take a step and then just disappeared.
I'll call out to the others of like, hey, we're heading down this way, and then I'll step through as well.
Okay, so you step through the doorway.
With my candle?
Okay, as you step through, you find yourself in what appears to be a simple washroom. An ancient metal washtub stands to the north, a ring of mildew crushing its inner surface. A strange, furtive scratching comes from inside the tub. And you can see the red sky of sunset out the window. You thought the sun had already set.
Yeah, at that time. Alright. Do I still have 2 actions?
Yes, you still have 2 actions.
I will, I guess, investigate what the scratching noise in the tub is.
Okay, as you move over the tub and look down, you see a dirty rat.
Oh, that's a little mouse. Okay.
And when I say dirty, it looks blind, it looks like it's covered in tumours, and it smells horrible.
So I know not to touch it.
And you know it's blind because its eyes have fallen out.
I'm sure it just wants a pat.
Yeah, I'm sure it just wants a pet. I will. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Do I have enough actions? Yes, 1 action. Heal animal. If I believe it to be an animal, but we'll see what happens.
It doesn't look as if the animal's damaged.
It's just that something.
It's just it.
Sickness is not cured by healing. You've actually got to cure the sickness.
Alright. Okay. I will attempt to pick it up.
You have no problem picking it up. And it has no problem biting you as you pick it up.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
You get to make a fortitude saving throw.
Yep. 42.
Okay, so you take 3 damage from the bite.
Hey, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. I scared him.
And you realized he is quite diseased.
Yeah.
You can smell it on the creature in your hand.
Yeah. I don't know if I had any other actions left, but if I did, I would know to put this out of its misery.
Well, you've had all your actions. You stepped in, moved over, picked up.
Yep. So I'll wait for next time.
So Parry, you're in the music room, and no one has stepped through with you.
Yeah.
But it's okay, because we've only split the party 4 ways so far.
So far. Beautiful. Oops.
So it's the appropriate action if you get rid of the haunted house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone goes in different directions.
Everyone goes through the same doorway but ends up in 7 different locations.
Well, no, people have gone through different doorways so far.
Have they gone through a different doorway? I thought we went through the same doorway.
Well, no. You've gone through one doorway. Phaedra went through the same doorway elsewhere.
Corda and
had stopped at the doorway, has gone through. Really stayed in the middle of the room, technically still with Doomsday, and Corda and Sparky went upstairs on the opposite side of the room to where the doorway was.
Oh.
Because Sparky decided to go that way despite Cord saying don't. Or possibly because Cord said don't.
Okay, so what is Parry doing?
I'd like to reveal a room tile. Oh, it's an omen.
You're the betrayer!
Yeah. You said that there was music playing in this room, Martin?
There is. Coming from the piano.
Parry will investigate the piano.
Okay, you walk across the piano, and as you walk over there, you feel yourself swept up into a whirling dance with a see-through partner.
Huh.
Give me a will saving throw.
Will saving throw.
The question is, does Harry want to pass or not pass?
That is a 33 upgrade.
33 upgraded. Okay, so as you start to go through the dance, you feel yourself invigorated by the dance as you seem to be consuming the spirit you're dancing with.
I'm consuming the spirit I'm dancing with?
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah, because consuming your dance partner is just another form of love.
Yes.
Harry's used to that.
Yes.
And you can feel the partner shrieking in rage as you're slowly absorbing them into yourself. So, and looking at the, it looks like a beautiful woman currently in your arms.
No wonder you're consuming her.
And I believe we...
Sorry?
Something's going on in the background.
Oh, sorry, my wife's singing a little bit there. She's providing your dance partner music.
I was about to say, is that my dance player I'm
Okay, so that brings us to Duza. You're in a dark room. What do you do?
I'm in a dark room, or I'm standing in front of a dark room?
You're in a dark room. All the light sources have left.
Oh, right. Because they walked through the door.
Yeah, so you walk through the door. You're in the same room by yourself.
You're in the dark.
Okay.
What do you do?
Well, everyone walked through the door, so let's go.
Okay, you take a step.
You're in the garage.
You'll find yourself in a dusty room featuring a long couch caked with white sheets of wispy fungus. Eddies of dust skitter along the walk floorboards as if caught by a slight breeze, yet no wind is noticeable in the air. You see the curtains flitter about in a nice summer's day that you can see outside the window, even though it's winter and it's nighttime.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. I believe that's 21.
21. You hear a woman whispering, "Laurie, Laurie." It seems to be coming from the wispy movement of dust in the ground before you.
Laurie.
Laurie, as in Lorey.
Laurie to who? Or just Laurie?
Laurie. It's whispering, "Laurie, Laurie." As you're
Yeah,
listening, give me a will save.
We'll say, okay.
That handy little thing there.
Josh, can you just look at what my will save is? I'm pretty sure it's plus 14, but
Alrighty. Will save for zone.
sorry, I'm just because Mia woke up. I'm just in the laundry making sure she doesn't get back up before I.
Plus 11.
Plus 11. My will save was better than that. Maybe it's my reflex.
Your
27.
fortitude should be best.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, my
so
fortitude.
on a 27, you feel a slight compulsion to grab Parry and run out of the house with your child.
Of course, Harry's not with you right now, is he?
He is not.
No.
And the fact that you feel like he's your child for a brief instant there sort of freaks you out a little bit.
Yeah, that's not cool. That's just adding on top of the other like gross PTSD I have with Harry.
It's okay, especially after the night of bliss you had last night.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what I can do.
Well, that is your round done there as you're
Okay.
as you're now. You seem to have broken the compulsion, but the compulsion was there, and you can still remember it. And you might accidentally break out and call Harry Laurie every now and then.
Okay.
Okay, so that brings us to Sparky. You're at the top of the stairs, and you're still burning bright.
If Corda said, it's not real, again, probably did, so Corda wouldn't give up, I'll probably roll again for a will save.
Sure.
First action.
Give me a will saving throw.
Getting better. 24.
What do you mean? It's all in my head. I'm burning!
Yeah, Corda's good. Did I see Corda go down the corridor? Or?
No, he's standing right beside you.
Oh, so what okay.
About 15 feet in front of you, the corridor bends to the left with a door.
Left with the door. I'll move to open the door. Can I do that in one action? Or
So one action can get you to the door, one action can get the door open. It actually takes an action to open a door.
Yep, okay, that's what I'll do. And I'll take how much?
Okay, so as you've not tried to put the fire out, it gets worse, and you are now taking 7 points of damage. And so that means 18 so far.
That's okay. I'm recording it.
Okay, and looking into the brightly lit room thanks to your burning. You see what appears to be a stairwell that goes back down again.
Okay.
And that ends your burning turn. So that brings us to Corda. You can actually start to smell the burning Sparky.
I thought I recognised that she wasn't burning.
You can't see the flames, but you're starting to smell the burn, and you can actually see burn spreading across Sparky, but no flame.
Well, except of course the fact that she's walked out of my sight. Because I've only got the candlelight to see by.
Well, you did notice that at the top of the stairs.
Corda will be... Sparky, please stop! Where the hell are you going? If you think you're burning, put it out. You're not, but put it out. And basically, yeah, he'll walk up and he'll stow his whip back on his hip again.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a free hand to grab Sparky. If that's technically a third action, or if it's not going to be, if it's too if it's going to be too far, then
No, you can move, stow, and grab.
Yep.
But you could also.
How far does Sparky move?
Sparky moves as fast as you do, but move 15 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But Cordell doesn't try very hard to grab Sparky on the first attempt, so not yet annoyed enough. Presumably athletic, isn't it?
It is athletics versus Sparky's acrobatics, which I believe was 24.
Yep. Well, I got 14 with my plus 12. So, critically fumbled, critically missed.
Okay, so you grab and come away with a handful of burned skin.
Ow! I say.
Okay, so now we're over to Willie. You're in a dark room by yourself. What do you do? You look up, not realizing where everyone went and which way the other exits were.
I would have heard someone running up the stairs, though, wouldn't I?
You did hear sounds of movement and creaking all around you.
Can I hear anyone, I don't know, screaming that they're burning, or...
Give me a perception roll.
Well, you might hear Corda yelling at the fact that you're not bloody burning and stop moving and get back to the others.
Okay, as you're listening, you hear a soft whisper calling out, Willie, 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 from nearby. It just seems to be coming from down a hallway.
Yeah, I'd go nowhere near that hallway.
Sparky.
But I hear nothing else.
You're hearing nothing else. It seems to be almost as if it's getting closer to you the longer you listen.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna head up to...
Gonna head where? You're not sure where the stairs are. There's no light.
Do I remember the way out of the room?
Sure, give me an intelligence flat check.
I'm gonna fail.
If you can't go,
18.
18, yes, you think you remember the layout.
Alright.
So which group are you following?
The stairs or the door?
Fuck it. 1 to 3. I go for the stairs.
Okay, you find the stairs quickly and scramble up it and manage to reach Corda as he has a wad of some sort of thin leather in his hand.
I'm going to move over into the light. I'm going, and I guess my free action. Well, actually, this won't be a free action. It'll probably be an action. This house is freaking me out, man.
At which point you realise that Corda is holding a handful of Sparky skin.
Oh, what are you doing? I'm still in tiger stance, by the way.
Yep.
Just so you're aware. Not that it means I'm going to use it on Portar or anything.
Okay, that brings us to...
Obviously, Corda's got tiger stance because he can slash skin away with a single grab.
That brings us to Dooza. You're in the room. What do you wish to do?
Can I go? Oh wait.
You can see 2 doors.
I can see 2 doors. Okay, cool. What is like left and right, basically, or like straight ahead?
Well, you're not sure which one you came out of because your footprints in the room are smack between the 2.
Oh. I'm gonna go with my gut and go. Right to the right door.
Okay. So
That's good. Go for the correct one.
opening the door and stepping through, you feel the door shut behind you before you even notice, and you find yourself in a room with a mahogany table surrounded by chairs. Sitting here, twin fireplaces loom to the west, while the east, a stained glass window obscures what could have been a breathtaking view of the coast. Each window depicts a monster rising out of smoke, pouring from a seven-sided box. From north to south are depicted a gnarled tree with an enraged face, an immense hooked bearded bird with sky blue and gold plumage, a winged centaur-like creature with a lion's lower body and snarling woman's upper torso, and a deep blue squid-like creature with evil red eyes. And you also hear a faint wisp of Willie with a sigh from coming nearby. And both fireplaces are putting out a cheery bright light, being the first room you've walked into that's actually well lit.
Oh wow, okay. With those monsters, do I recognize any of them? As in terms of monsters that I know in this world?
Sure. What is your knowledge nature?
Knowledge? Nature. As in my nature check?
What is your nature check?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, plus 11.
Okay, so you see a gnarled tree with an enraged face. Please tell me what you believe that to be.
Do you remember that tree, where we fought that, like, that ghoul that came out of the ground that had, like, the Desna's symbol in it?
Yep.
I believe that is the angry tree, that is trying to get, that has been unsealed from having the goddess's icon taken from it.
Okay, you recognize the tree exactly as you saw it in that clearing, and its eyes seem to follow you.
Don't want you to talk about it. Obviously, it won't be Willow.
And so yes, you did actually get a natural one on that roll.
Ouch. I figured as much when you said describe what happened, and I'm like, oh, that was really me.
So that's one of the things you've studied and looked at, and you
So
have.
you could actually like one of the.
And you could make 3 more checks next round to see how you go.
That's fine.
Okay, so that brings us to Fondra. You're in the room with the bathtub and the diseased rat in your hand.
Yeah, I guess. Could I do a nature roll to see if there is anything I could do for this rat, or if I should just put it out of its misery?
Sure. What is your bonus to nature?
It is, that is plus 10.
Plus 10. Okay. Looking at it, the disease this creature has on it will be quite devastating, because it will turn you into an undead creature if it takes root.
Yeah, that's usually bad, so...
And it'd be quite easy It'd be quite easy to kill. You just basically have to snap its neck as an action.
Yep, I do that.
The neck snaps and the limbs are still moving.
I will... let's see.
I'll try to snap its spine one more time and then throw it back into the tub.
Okay, so you snap the spine with a nice, satisfying crack in your hands, and you drop it in the tub, and it's flopping about in the tub with a broken neck and broken spine.
It's gonna stay there now. Do I have any actions left?
No, that would be your 3 actions, I believe. A knowledge check, a neck snap, and a back snap. We gave you a free drop. Okay, so Parry, you're feeling yourself grow stronger as you're sucking this dancing spirit into your body. Do you wish to continue?
Even more buff.
Okay.
Good plan, Harry. Good plan.
You feel yourself sucking in her beauty, her life, her memories.
Ooh.
What could go wrong, mate?
You the man.
As you also feel that you're starting to take on feminine qualities as well.
That wouldn't be the first time.
And before you know it, you are actually female.
Yay! It's a girl. I mean, what? I'm a girl. Yay!
So now you're the buffiest wizard of the man?
Yes. I'm the Buffy wizard.
That is great.
Nice one, Jeremy. Nice one, Jeremy.
So what's Buffy doing?
I believe that is Buffy's whole round absorbing the spirit.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna go with it. I don't.
Well, all it requires is a potion, right? And you can become male again.
I am changing my name to Parriette now.
Not Buffy?
Not Buffy.
The smouldering wizard, you know. Something like that, yeah, I don't know.
No, you're the smolderingest.
The
Sorry.
sexiest wizard known to man.
The sexiest wizard known to me.
Yeah, that's good.
Sexy.
No, it's Harry Potter. It's gotta be like I don't know what like a pseudonym of Buffy would be.
Hmm?
Like it's not Harry, it's Parry.
Yeah.
It can't be Buffy. It's gotta
Well,
be like
he could always go with Faith because, he's just that great.
Buffy.
Okay, so,
No, lovely Buffy.
Wait, what up?
Well, admittedly, you might already have a name, depending upon what the spirit considered itself to be before you had called it.
Probably Buffy.
okay, so you believe yourself to be called Leisha.
Oh, shit.
Okay, and that brings us to Sparky. You're on fire. What do you wish to do?
Oh, I keep hearing this from Cordar. You're not on fire, you idiot. You bloody just stop it. Right, and so I'll keep trying
More currently can just stop.
And then he pulled
Where the hell
a chunk
are
of
you
your.
going?
Then he pulled a chunk of your skin off.
Leisha. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
I for some reason I still believe in Cordar. I don't know why I do this. I'll do another will save, and if it doesn't work, I'll try to roll in, try to buff it out after that if that's the case. So, anyway. Oh, I'm getting there. 30.
30. Okay, looking at it, you can still see the flames and the burning.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to try to, with a flat check, try to get the flames out.
Give me a flat check.
17.
You believe you have reduced the flame. At the end of this round, you only take 6 damage.
It's not working, Cordar!
You do feel the intensity is dropping as you're rolling, but you can actually spend another action to roll if you wish to.
I'll try to do that again. Roll again, I should.
Yes, you can roll again.
5.
Okay, so of your 2 rolls, only one of them seemed to have reduced the intensity.
Okay. I've taken. I'm down to 41 now.
Mhm. Okay, so that brings us to Quarter. You can see that Sparky has struggled hard as she's tried to be at peace with this flame on her and then continue to roll on the floor to try to put out the imaginary flame.
But at least she didn't actually keep moving forward.
And you can see the body start to crack from the burning as her skin literally is burning from something.
Okay. Well, since she stopped running away from Corda, and Corda's now got a free hand without holding the burning whip, Corda will grab a blanket or a shirt like this, something to effectively whack her, beat the flames out with.
Well, you can see that she has been covered with water, so water from another person didn't help.
Yeah, but basically the idea of the intent would be attempting the equivalent of a flat check to actually get the flames, to stop the flames saying, hold still.
Before you do so, I might give you a knowledge religion check. So what is your religion bonus?
Religion +8.
Okay, looking at Sparky. Sparky is showing the effects of a haunting. Something that only affects one person, that other people can mentally block out, but is real until they resolve the effects.
Okay. Is there, obviously Cordar's not a cleric, but does he know of any way of affecting a haunting? Can he
Holy water may help.
On Iamidos to help?
Does he have holy water on him?
I think he does. Yes. Yes, he does. I'm happy to try and put some holy water as he calls to Iamides to protect this unfortunate soul.
Okay, so sprinkling the holy water across Sparky. Sparky's flame dies in Sparky's eyes. Quarter has saved you.
Oh, sorry, in Sparky's eyes. I thought you said the flame dies and Sparky dies. Oh, thanks, God.
I was just.
I thought you said that too, and I was about to. Really, Martin, there's two characters now, Martin. Really?
We can go that way if you prefer.
Obviously, that's what you said. You everyone heard it.
No, that's a good ruling, Martin. Very good ruling. Really appreciate it.
Or maybe everyone expected to hear it.
Yes, so the fire has gone out. You don't see any more burning on Sparky's body, but you can still see the marks all over Sparky from being burnt. So as if Sparky has been rolling around inside a fire for the last few rounds. Okay, so Willie, you've just seen Corda sprinkle Sparky with water, and Sparky settle down.
Well, and he heard him calling upon Iamide. He heard him calling upon Iamide to help it.
But it's whether Willie really believes holy water is really holy.
Oh, no. I wasn't saying he thought it was holy water. He wasn't just sprinkling water. He was calling on the gods.
I thought he blocks that out too.
Any effect or impact, different question.
Oh, help Sparky up.
Okay, you assist Sparky to stand, noticing that Sparky's skin is pretty much burned everywhere.
We need to get you some healing, Sparky.
And you can even see burns that have been healed and burnt again.
And a free action says, I can heal myself, just need some time, I say.
Okay.
Okay, so we're up to Dooza. You're in the room with the different glass windows. You want to try to identify the next one?
Sure.
Okay, so
Magic Willow, the flying card.
what's your Arcana bonus?
My Arcana is +6.
Okay, so the creature that is hook-beaked bird with sky blue and gold plumage, what do you believe that to be?
Oh my god. What was it? I don't know. What was the description of it again?
The description of it is an immense hook-beaked bird with sky blue and gold plumage.
Sky blue and gold plumage.
And don't say Wobberjack, that's already been used.
No, I was gonna say something even more funny, which you'd probably appreciate. It sounds like a shiny ho-oh, if you know what a shiny ho-oh from Pokemon is, apart from like the blue with the gold necklace. But essentially, like, it looks like a mutated kind of like phoenix bird, like maybe like the king phoenix or great phoenix or something.
Okay, so you believe you successfully identified that creature. What about the next one you go and have a look at is a winged centaur-like creature with a lion's lower body and a snarling woman's upper torso. This one you also get to add your Arcana roll to, Arcana bonus to. So that's +6. So what do you believe that creature to be?
It's Parry when he's angry. Not knowing that Parry has currently had a sex change. But Dusa believes that Harry looks like this shrieking banshee when he's angry.
Including the lion kind quarters.
Well, he is a bit catty sometimes.
Fair enough.
Okay, and the last one you look at. A deep blue squid-like creature with evil red eyes. Apparently you get to make this one up too.
4.
4, nice. A squid-like creature.
Squidly.
Squidly.
Yep, squiddly diddly.
What's a squid-like creature?
There's the devilfish from Mystara.
It's obviously a giant clam.
Yeah, Sam the Squid sounds good to me.
Maybe he's SpongeBob's friend.
No. I believe that is a monster that haunts the waters of Hilltop.
Okay.
It's a giant spaghetti monster.
Because no one's ever seen this creature, but everyone knows about it.
The bunyip.
Funny.
Okay, so you've correctly identified all 4 of those pictures. You feel proud. Lots of pride there.
Dusa did good research today.
Dooza did. And as Dooza finishes up that research, we're back to Fondra in the room with the dead rat.
I'm going to try to search the rest of the room to see if there's anything else in here.
Okay.
Flying spaghetti monster, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, give me a perception roll as you look for something else.
Oh, lol. No, never mind. 14.
A 14. The scratching and shrieking coming from the tub is really disturbing, even though you think you've killed it twice now.
Yeah.
You're obviously not very good at killing rats.
Apparently. I don't like killing these things. I will try to find an exit and leave this room.
Okay, so there's only one door in this room.
Is that the one I came through?
That is the one you came through. And here is a picture of what you are picking up.
It was angry.
That looks like a Bruce.
That's what's the naked mole rat from Impossible?
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
Yeah.
No, it's not bother me.
So,
No, it's not you too.
so you step through the doorway, and you step into a room with well lit with a roaring fireplace, and Dooza with this big happy look on his face, as if he's just managed to, I don't know, find a rare creature and save it.
Also, you killed Rufus twice.
Yes. I just tried to.
And at which point you mention, without meaning to, where's your puppies?
Yep. So now I'm gonna stick with them wherever they go, and I'm just gonna continue looking around trying to find everybody else now. Because can't be oversight if I don't know where everybody is.
Well, you found one of them.
Yeah.
There is a hallway that heads off into darkness, and a door on the other side of the table from where you came in.
If Dooza's ready to go, I will move with Dooza.
Okay. So that brings us over to Parry. You're feeling quite enriched with your new form. And you can see 2 doors leading from here. You're not sure which door you came through. What does Parry wish to do? Hello, Josh. You're on mute. That's better.
Parry's up.
Yep.
What else is going on in this room?
Well, there is the piano.
I will still investigate.
And a lovely woman standing in the middle. Oh, here, that's you.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, so looking at the, looks like the piano has managed to decay quite fast. Considering the amount of decay on the keys, the entire piano should have fallen over by now. Yet, every key you press is in perfect tune.
Hmm.
Would you like to make a performance roll?
Sure, make a performance.
So now we get the lovely pamphlet of the upper organ music to have the whole back.
Yes. 26.
Okay, so you make a wonderful music from your homeland, Riddleport. So it is a jaunty pirate tune. I'm sure it's all about love and lost love and found again love and extra love and love you found somewhere else.
Yes. And always love oneself no matter what shape you are.
And when you finish playing, you notice that this sound continues on even after you stop playing.
Yay!
And each time the music plays, the notes are just slightly off each time, which is really making your eyes twitch. because you played it perfectly, and each replay is if you messed it up the first time. So,
I don't like this. I don't like this.
and it doesn't take very long for it to sound as if you have no idea what keys you were hitting on the piano. It's like you were just mashing buttons.
Oh, great.
Apparently, you got to the buff news clip, so.
Yeah.
And then the music comes to a sudden stop.
Ah. Is there anything else in the room?
Yes, you have that feeling of hair standing up everywhere, as the last note was such a discordant note it made you shudder with disgust. That's where we end your turn on. Now back over to Sparky. You're no longer burning. And everything's dark around you now. You're only lit by a single flame coming from Cordar's sword.
Candlelight.
What does Sparky wish to do, who's currently on mute?
Sorry, I didn't realise I was. Okay, first thing I'll probably do battle medicine on myself, for moments. On, I think, novice level, which is only 15 PC. Or
Okay.
wins 15.
Give me a
So-
battle medicine check.
Oh, fucking kidding me. Sorry. 14.
14.
Oh, I didn't hear myself, but I'm not sure what happened in that.
Well, it's not a critical fumble, so you take no damage.
Okay.
But it does mean that for the next 24 hours, you cannot give yourself any more battle medicine.
Yeah, your own battle medicine.
I tackled him, I'm sorry. And okay. I'm good now. What happened, Gordar? I have no idea how'd you call, what was that water? And I'll ask all these questions and then
Your skin sparkles.
And then I will just do a perception check around the room, see what I say.
You're a sparkly vampire.
I'm not going to go with that, man. No, I'm not like a certain other person. So I'm just going to do it using my night goggles and I just want to see what's around the room. That's all.
Okay, so you see a small curved hallway that has some stairs going down.
Okay, nothing else at all?
Not in that room.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to...
But you can hear voices down those stairs.
I'm hanging around with the three of us right now. I think I've got enough things, so I'm going to just take a breath for a second, then...
It sounds like Dooza.
Yeah, whatever. Don't care. So I'm going to...
I'm offended.
Now, is follow an action, or what follow? Is it if I want to follow somebody?
You can choose to follow as... you can spend 2 actions to do a follow. When Corda moves, you can do a single action to move after him.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Yeah.
Are we technically still, like, as the group of 3 of us, are we still technically in initiative?
You are, because bad things are happening all over the house.
Okay.
So I'll just follow Corda because I feel like he saved me.
So we're now up to the fearless leader. Corda.
Okay, well, I don't understand why you decided to run up the stairs, but let's just go back down to the others.
Well, you see a bit of stairs in front of you that Sparky has found in this doorway. And you can hear voices down that stairs. It sounds like Dooza is down there.
Happy to go that way then?
Okay, so you lead him down the stairs that way.
Well, and presumably also Willie.
And Willie. I'll bring Willie with you. And as you come out, you find yourself in a hallway between where the manticore is, with its stuffing ripped out, and where you can see 2 fireplaces lighting up Dooza and Fondra. And you're standing right next to a rather gruesome antique that appears to be a mummified monkey head hanging on the wall next to you. Its tiny mouth gaping. A bell pull extends from the monkey's gaping mouth. A ratty throw rug partly obscures a foul stain of dark-coloured mould in the floor in the centre.
Okay. Just how many actions does Core have you done that?
That is one action.
Okay. So he'll look towards Phaedra and Durga and say, "Where are the others?"
Well, you realise they probably can't see you because they do have two bright lights in their faces from the direction you are.
Well, they might see the flickering of the candle, the sword blade. But anyway, he just call out to them as he's looking down at this rug on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
The foul stain to try and work out what might have caused the stain.
Okay, give me a perception check as you look down.
It was a +9, so 11. It's probably a rug.
There's something very weird about. There's something very weird about the stain.
Clean the floor. Okay.
The stain just seems out of place with everything else around here. I will give Willie and Sparky a perception roll if they would like, because they can see Corda also looking down.
This is a strange.
Obviously, hard to see by the candlelight. I quite
I got a 15.
I got a 31.
Okay, so Willie looking down and going, yeah, I agree this is a strange stain. Whereas it seems that our Willie likes to trip nearly every haunt he comes across. Not Willie, I mean Sparky.
Oh, fair enough.
As you look down, the stain seems to be in the shape of a spiral staircase ascending downwards, each step littered with skulls and bones, and you seem to find yourself falling down this spiral staircase, and next thing you know, you're sitting on the floor staring up at the other two.
I had this house just by the way.
I will point out to you, Mark.
Yeah.
I only had one bottle of holy water.
Oh, that's fine. I think I'm rolling a new character next week.
What, one that grew up in this house?
I've got everything but holy water. I've got alchemist fire, I've got tanglewood bags, I've got healing potions, but I don't have a holy water. And I thought I should have got one before we were going to a haunted place, so I would have thought. But I never thought about that. Like, nah, I'll be fine. I'm a rogue. I can just stay in the shadows. No one will care about me. Okay. Well, it's my turn. I can't really do anything. I can't say anything.
And the thing is, well, you can also see the monkey's head near you with that rope dangling down from its mouth. How much do you really want to pull that?
Wow. I'm sure if you pull on the rope more, you can lift the carrot and put yourself out of it if you fall down.
Martin,
Yep.
the minute you said there was the bell pull with the monkey's head, my character was like, yeah, I'm going to pull that.
Okay. So as you're looking up, you see Willie reach over and pull the cord, and the room is full with a simian shriek coming from the monkey's head.
I jerked my hand away and sort of looked nonchalant. Wow, that was weird.
Okay, so then you find yourself with Fondra and Duza in the same hallway with you, and coming up the other way, you see Parry. As all of you turn around to see Parry is, well, you can tell it's obviously not the Parry you left. Someone else is wearing Parry's clothes.
I can't see this because I'm in the downstairs.
Oh no, you're just sitting on the rug. You can see them perfectly. The haunt was only that it made you feel like you're falling down the stairs, and then you look up and you see the others as if you're just sitting on your bum.
It's a side effect that knocked you down, but...
Yeah, with that, do I, because I've got a tattoo of Harry on my chest, does that change at all?
Well, you rip open your front and look down.
That's my turn. I wait for my turn. I leave for my turn.
Okay, so I'll say you're out of combat now that you've managed to join each other together.
Okay. I'll slowly not rip my shirt apart like a Fabio kind of thing. I'll actually just unbutton it. If I look at see Fabio, it's a female, and then I'll look at my tattoo on my chest. Is it?
Well, you look down and your body's completely covered in burn tissue everywhere.
Okay. I don't worry about that. I just button myself back up now.
Okay, on the black side, you've got your Harry tattoo. You burnt it off.
Still feeling like crap.
It seems that the pulling the cord from Willie managed to get everyone back together again.
Don't need to thank me. Fine.
Fonda writes down in her notebook, blitz up.
Is it still screaming?
No, it only screamed once.
Does it sound like my pony?
It did sound very much like your pony.
I thought you were outside a kid tent. I say, well, just hitting in my mind. Okay. But anyway, I go. I see if I'm going to office to get me up off the floor. Then I'll. Okay, I don't like this place. But I don't like going outside either.
There's certainly some weirdness going on. However, it would appear that the weirdness is a haunting. The holy water managed to put out the flames that Sparky thought that she was burning by. And it would appear that the haunting has managed to take Harry's body. Or what was his body? Maybe he put it in his clothes. Actually, that's quite feasible. Harry probably saw the woman, got undressed, and the woman knocked him out and put on his clothes. That's quite more likely.
Are you really Harry to ask the first question?
Yes.
I'll let my silver dagger away ask this question, by the way.
I brandish my staff. Who are you?
You're not Harry. Harry's
Answer!
Whack!
Fuck off, Lolo.
Do you like fox hunting?
Do you actually
have Buffy
Harry
responded?
the staff?
No.
No.
Well, you just would use it. I was like, hey, he's not answering. Smack. Answer. Answer. Smack.
I was gonna run with it. I was literally gonna respond with fuck off, Lolo.
Well, no, I'm sure you said that when I brandished the staff.
Yeah.
He will whack Buffy.
Everyone brandishes their weapons probably do it. Like, at least I know I can trust Doozer. All you douchebags are all the same.
Hey,
Unlike you.
the douchebags. I'm
Who's just like,
completely
this
different
is
douchebag.
Harry.
Yeah. But no, when you do say,
I'm just taking the gait of that person. There's too much like,
fuck off, Lolo.
I'll also produce the what was it, the Shard of Pride? That's my arm.
Okay.
What? You stole the shard? You bastard!
Well, settle down there, Willie. It is Harry. He's already used this once. It's okay. So I wasn't on fire. Then I lifted my shirt and said, "Yep, I burned."
But none of your clothing burned.
I know, but this thing under the clothes seems so burnt. So yeah, I'm yeah.
It's definitely something's going on in this house, and it's still here.
Maybe we should burn it all. No, that's probably not a good idea, actually, with an asset. Good idea, I thought.
And you're not sure you can leave until you deal with it.
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, do you want to go outside with all those clothes and the will-o-wisps?
It could be useful if people share the information that they've got.
Okay, so I explained what happened to me. I said, that man, of course, he went flaming and jumped on me. I think you caught us, right, Willie?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then I was on fire and trying to get the fire out, and then caught up, put some holy water over me. Is that right, Court?
Okay, yep. Holy water, I called upon ABA to help.
Yeah.
And obviously that banished the spirit that was attacking Sparky.
Okay, that's me.
Or his spirit went from Sparky into Harry.
And I say, what happened to you, Harry? Were you always a female? Did you lose your vision of the spell? And
Ocean.
then I used
I absorb the spirit of a female.
Okay, you know you can do that.
Sick.
I will explain to them the room that I was in, the piano, the music, the dancing, and all of a sudden it tried to compel me and I absorbed it. And became female.
Corda will present his holy symbol of ABA and say, by the power of the I force the spirit from his body.
You do notice that the light reflecting off the holy symbol is brighter than the light giving off the flaming sword.
Mm.
Okay.
Ooh.
How about my holy symbol of Abadar?
You pull that out?
Why not?
Yes, the light reflecting off that is also brighter than the light of the flaming sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got no ideas and things, so I can't go through that. Okay. Anyone else got any holy symbols, maybe?
I'm fairly confident, of course, that Corda's turn undead or blessing type effect was very powerful for with his supreme third powers.
I mean, I don't have any holy symbol, but I'm excited to tell the party about the monsters I identified.
You can even take them and point them out to them.
Well, I would expect the party might well be going into that room to say, at least it's well lit and we can sit and talk.
It's the first well-lit room you've seen with tables and chairs.
And the tables, chairs, and two fighters, actually. I think.
Yeah. And we don't need to rely on the candlelight reflected from a holy symbol to provide confusion. We can have a look at these. What was it? Does Duja explain the images that she's seen?
Oh yeah, like he's like I identified all of these monsters are depicted in these stained glass windows. I'm presuming they're stained glass windows.
Okay, the first one you see is a gnarled tree with an enraged face that Duza refers to as the angry awakened tree that you found in the forest near Roderick's Cove.
Does it actually look like that tree?
Give me a... what is your character's nature bonus?
+8.
You can see where Deuce is going with that. What about anyone else?
Fair enough.
I've got a +11.
You're looking at it and you don't know what they're on about. It looks like a treant to you.
Yeah, +7.
Willie agrees with Dooza.
Of course I know that.
Possibly,
Well, +10.
possibly Druid would be my most reliable illustration.
The Fondra's not quite sure what it's depicting. It's not how you would expect a awakened tree to look.
I'm not going to say my thoughts out loud. I'm just keeping them to myself at the moment, because Everyone goes, oh yeah, I see that, and I go, okay, sure.
Well, Cordo's happy enough, because let's face it, there's not really much difference between a ranking 3 and a treant, so...
Okay, so the next thing that points out is an immense hooked beaked bird with sky blue and gold plumage that Duzar refers to as a shiny otehr, the king phoenix. And would anyone else like to try to identify that?
Fondra.
Okay, so that would... What is Fondra's intelligence... Arcana bonus?
Arcana +8.
Okay, so you're looking at it. You do agree that it is an amazing bird, but you think it's a rock, not a phoenix. What about anyone else wanting to identify it?
+9 for Sparky.
Sparky also believes it's a rock.
+7.
Willie also believes it's a rock.
Wow. Okay.
I'm assuming that the real persons will be Willie, sorry, not Willie. Harry's interpretation is probably one that's going to be most interesting.
So what's Parry's Arcana bonus?
Parry needs to. What was the question mark?
What is Parry's Arcana bonus?
Arcana bonus, +16, I believe.
Okay, you also believe it's a rock.
I also believe it's a rock.
As in ROC.
Okay. As in, you point out the elephant on the front floor.
And the next creature along is a winged centaur-like creature with a lion's lower body and a styling woman's upper torso, which Duzar happily proclaims to be Parry's angry face.
Yeah. Parry's angry demon.
Really laughs.
So this is also an Arcana check. So who wants to go first on that? What's your Arcana bonus?
7.
Okay, Willie looks at it and goes, "That's a Sphinx."
Oh, really?
I'll go +9 on that one too.
Okay, so you agree that it is Parry's angry face.
Not Harry's life. I've got a picture of him in my chest. Harry. That's Harry. Angry.
Just because it's Harry's angry face does not mean it's not a Sphinx.
He can turn himself into female. Harry can do anything. So.
Does anyone else wish to try to identify it?
Parry, well, because Parry's insulted.
Parry believes it's a Sphinx after having a look at it.
Parry looks at Duzar and says, "You didn't even try and identify that."
Okay, the last thing you see up there is the deep blue squid-like creature with evil red eyes. Who wants to try to identify that one? That one will also... That one will be a nature check. What is your nature bonus?
Nature.
7. Willie agrees that it does sound like the bunyip that Corda had described in the waters near Thistletop.
It's a living nature. So.
Whereas Sparky thinks that looks like a kraken.
Sorry, man. Did I actually identify what the thing Duzar insulted me with was?
You did. You identified it as a sphinx.
As a Sphinx. Okay, it's a Sphinx.
Would you like to identify the...
I will identify the squid-like creature with the possible nature.
Okay, you also identified as a kraken.
A kraken.
What was Sparky's bonus to nature?
+11. So.
Right. You and I have the same bonus to nature, and yet I failed the roll.
Well, it is a secret roll, and I rolled really poorly for you. I don't think I rolled a single dice roll over 3.
I should not allow you to roll for me like ever.
Hey, see...
You rolled like 3
No. Mine should continue to roll for you because you were bragging all night about how good your dice were.
Hey, that is actually how the secret rolls work.
Mine takes away from me.
So once we've done all this identification and realised that I think
This is
that.
probably absolute shit.
Yeah, by the time, yeah. So I go, okay, so what do we do now?
Harry,
I was not really paying attention because it was thinking, who really cares what they've made the stained glass window designs to be?
Harry will go up to Doozer and assess Dooger's mental capacity.
You find it to be lacking.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing that Parry has picked up with the 4 different windows here is he's heard of pathways to lichdom that require elements from 4 rare creatures.
Oh.
And a tree, rock, sphinx, and kraken do meet that requirement.
Oh. So someone is
Harry thought about that?
And looking at the pictures, that they don't actually look like they're angry. They actually look like they're afraid.
They're afraid of the lich?
The windows look more depicting the creature's fear instead of the creature's rage.
Oh. How lovely.
So we're dealing with a lich or some sort of high undead thingamajig?
Which is a good point to finish the night on.
One thing the corner trying to remember now is it is a place called Misgivings. Do you know any history behind this house at all?
Okay, so what is the Corda's social bonus?
Society is classic.
Okay, so what you know about this place, it was built over 80 years ago and is the seat of the Foxglove family. There has been tragedy in the family decades ago and no one's lived here since, and there are a lot of rumours about it being haunted. It's known as the Misgivings by some locals, particularly Varisians, and has a bad reputation, sighting of strange light in attic windows, muffled sounds of screaming from above and below, and even rumours of huge bat-winged devil living in the caves below the manor are but a few of the tales told about the place. The family lived there recently, a decade ago, but then a fire burned down the servants' building and the family members were found dead, burnt and dashed on the rocks below the cliff. Most of them, except for the children, died that night, and the kids were sent away to be raised in Corvosa, including Alden Foxglove. He returned recently. Go ahead. Alden Foxglove recently returned to the manor, but he had a hard time trying to hire locals to aid him in the reconstruction and repair of the building. Until he moved back in, the place was looked after by a man named Rogors Craisbury, a retired innkeeper, who came 3 days a week from Sandpoint to air the place out and make minor repairs. You know, it was built decades ago by a Varel Foxglove, a merchant prince from Magnamar. He and his family lived there for 20 years before the entire family perished from disease. The surviving Foxgloves of Magnamar shunned the place for 40 years until the last family moved in, who all died, leaving their children orphaned. That's everything you remember about the place. Yeah, after.
Alden Foxglove, that was the guy that we met in Sandpoint that said that he'd come there because his family members who owned the mill had run the business for the ground, wasn't it?
That was not him, that was someone else. He was the guy that the Friday night party before you joined had promised to take on a boar hunt.
Oh, okay.
And who Shilelu went and took on a boar hunt because the party had decided that they had better things to do, chasing goblins And
Who's the
go ahead.
who's the owner of the mill then that we spoke to?
Oh, I have to look his name up for you, but you,
That's right. It can wait till next time. Well, yeah. Corda will talk about where we actually are in that sort of sense. Having thought, actually, what do I remember about this place? And then, yes, the knowledge that we've stumbled into the place of where either a lich was born or was got someone making a lich or something. That'll be all the fun.
yes, and who knows what you'll find here.
Indeed.
That we shall do next session.
Indeed. Thank you very much, all.
So in
Have a good night.
in 2 weeks' time, we shall find out. I'll put it on end credits, and feel free to stick around if you want to ask questions.